Just wanna... There we go. Okay. Welcome back to Sarah's Spare Corner. My name is Sarah. I am the host of Sarah's Spare Corner. Sarah's Spare Corner encompasses gaming, of course, as well as arts, crafts, various different forms of creativity. Additionally, I like sharing theories, concepts, and ideas as I am a philosophy major. And when I'm not poor, I might travel places. I know I said we were gonna play Herbs Busting Out, or Herbs Sims in the City. Pardon me. I got like 2 different games set up in my mind. But it's been a week. I'm kind of a little angry in my personal life right now. So I just kind of want to play a game that's not going to adamantly frustrate me. And I'm pretty sure the Herbs is going to frustrate me. I realized that I actually didn't enjoy that game as much as I did when I was a kid. I just couldn't remember it. I mean, there were some fun concepts, but like I'm not a huge fan. Anyway, we're going to play Planet Zoo today. Started off on a great bang. I already burned myself with hot chocolate. You know. Right now outside, there is a huge snowstorm going on. I was driving home from work and could barely see in front of me. And it's like I was driving 10 kilometers per hour. So... yeah, that was fun. For some reason, I don't know if my chat is working properly on both Twitch and YouTube. So I'm just going to pull them up to make sure that they're going, because I actually don't know. If someone's like talking to me right now, I have no idea. To be fair, I know not a lot of people watch me, but I still want to be attentive. So I'm going to open the YouTube chat. There we go. And I'm now going to open the Twitch chat. So just give me a second while I do that. But yeah, I probably will play Herbs next week. I just don't want to play it right now. Between the amount of snow shoveling I've had to do, all this week, like I've shoveled snow 4 days in a row. Like I'm exhausted. And there's a snowstorm going outside, so I just know it's going to be even more exhausting. And between driving home and everything today, it was just like my nerves are a little So I was like, I just want to play a game that I can just, not worry too much. So I'm just going to switch over to the game now. Thankfully, oddly enough, as we're like getting into this game, I also want to make sure that the sound's actually going through, so just give me 1 second. I think it was... Which button did I press? Was it Z? There's a button I can press to actually get out of full screen mode, but... Let me do this. Please! Was backspace? I can't remember which button I pressed, but one of them, like, Control, Shift, Escape, maybe? I don't know. No, that didn't work. That's annoying. Because I can't even adjust if you can hear the sound. I don't even know. Because I was silly. I didn't think about it, okay? So let me try to figure out how to get out of here first. And then I will try to... Oh my gosh. Okay. There's definitely a button to help me get out. So maybe it is backspace. Enter. No. Control Shift. No. The space bar. Absolutely not. The usual Control Shift Escape is not even working either. So I don't even know. Okay, well, if anyone's watching right now, which I do see that some people are, but maybe y'all left, I don't know. Please write in the chat on either Twitch or YouTube, whichever you feel comfortable, whether or not you can hear me and the sound, and if the game is too loud or I'm too quiet or whatever it is. Because I have no frame of reference of knowing. Because I can't change it for some reason. There we go. I think I was able to do that. Don't mind me as I just show you my desktop. Okay, I'm just going to check this for a second. Bum bum ba-da-dum bum. Okay, so it does look like the sound's going through. And so is my voice. Okay, perfect. So if my voice is too loud or the games is too loud, let me know, because I figured out which button I need to press. Okay. This happens every stream. I'm like, oh no, did that work? I have no idea. I'm sorry. I think my brain is shot between like the nervousness of driving home. Okay, Morticia scared me. She jumped on my lap. And she's cute, don't get me wrong, but she's been using a lot of her nails lately, and it's actually been quite painful for my poor thigh. So, anyways, I want you to know that this is a tutorial zoo, because I'm going through the tutorial currently because I do have plans to do like a video series of building an actual franchise zoo, but I'm doing the tutorial first. I am not taking the decorating very seriously. I'm just like playing it through for fun. Morticia, do you have to put your tail there? Put it down. Thank you. Earn a yearly profit of 15,000. I'm at 13,000 right now. I have to adopt and place a grizzly bear. Have 14 habitats. Morticia. Have a yearly profit of 20,000. Have 1,600 guests. Adopt and place one new Siberian tiger. Receive a zoo inspection report with an overall rating of 3.0. Research grizzly bear to level 3. Earn a yearly profit of 25,000. Have at 2,200 guests. I'm kind of, because I'm going through this tutorial, this one's a little bit harder. So this one is like, this zoo was bought and it's literally just in shambles. So they have bad nutrition apparently. Okay, go away. So that is their biggest issue, it looks like. So maybe I can select you and get you... Barrier status is not good. Okay, let's call the mechanic. I'm just going to turn up the music. I couldn't hear anything. But let's see if we can adjust your food. So food quality. Oh, okay. So you just need better quality food in general. Maybe we should get some research on that. Actually, I turn this down a little bit more. There we go. And this habitat, they're fighting for alpha status, which I don't really care. It's just the hyenas. They'll figure it out. Now, they're okay with just this minimal exhibit. But what they really want is some toys, it looks like. Food or rich... Oh, you know what? I put them down and I didn't give them any watering. I should probably be able to feed these animals if I'm willing to host them, I think. Okay. Habitat. Okay, so what I was going to say was I'm using the Navita. I think it's Navita. I'm not even sure if that's the proper company name, but I think it's Navita. And I'm using their like servers to play this game because I'm using a Mac computer. So technically I can't use this computer. Or I can't play this game on Mac computers, but I can through Navita's server, which is really great for me because there's tons of games I've wanted to play and stuff like that. But the point is, I'm only allowed an hour use of time with this because I don't pay for the subscription, if you will. Food enrichment. Okay, so you're good with all these toys. Okay, great. So at some point, it might tell me I have 30 minutes left. I have 15 minutes left, etc., etc. So, at that point, we'll just have to pause what we're doing and then try to sign back in. I know that sounds really annoying. Why don't I just pay for the full subscription? The honest answer is I can barely pay rent sometimes. So the last thing I'm going to be doing is paying for a subscription from Navita. But anyways, that is besides the point. So I'll just like entertain you by chatting about nothing while we wait for the thing to open again. But keep in mind, I turned on Navita thinking thoroughly that it was going to take a while for this zoo game to actually open in Navita. And it opened within the 10 minutes that I had at the beginning of the stream. So perhaps it won't take as long as I think it will. But I also have doubts because the later it gets in the evening, the more people are trying to get on this app. And the more... it just gets a little bit more It get like a little bit more people are trying to like play this game, I guess, or play any game for that matter. Okay, I think they're going to be happy with me now. You got your sprinkler. You're happy with your sprinkler, I think. Let's exit this. I can't click on the hyena. Oh, yeah, you should be good. Okay. Who's next? Who else has some complaints for me? The veterinarian research is complete. So we've done Avian, influenza, and Bordetelliosis. What is that? I'm not gonna, hold on. Is there anyone else? No, you're all working away. You're all working away. Perfect. Okay. But yeah, this zoo is like in the tutorial is basically in shambles. Look at how many people are exhausted working here. I've got them all working nonstop. No play. But yeah, this animal has eaten guest food. That's what I needed to deal with. I remember thinking about it on the way home. I was like, what happened with that one animal that I forgot? It's because some guests threw some food in their habitat. So I need to buy, I don't want to be in here. It's in facilities. I need to get one of those signs that says, don't feed the animals. Guest barrier. So I think it's in here. I think bench of security, utilities, media education. I'm not sure where this, here it is. Do not disturb, do not feed. For the love of God, you gross fiends. Okay, and then we're just gonna, oh. There we go. Should turn up the sound again. I realize it got too quiet. All right, stop feeding my, what are they called? Nalas? I think they're Nalas. I don't know. I could be very wrong. Hopefully nobody gets mad that I'm pronouncing that animal's name wrong. If you feed this animal, you will not be coming back into the zoo. But yeah, this zoo is basically in shambles when you inherit it. So you have to take care of it. The only thing that's really making me mad is these shells right here. I think they're so pretty. And it won't let me edit it. So I can't grab pieces from this to make my own shells. Which is why I haven't really invested time in, like, say, this section down here. Which is also staff facilities. Because who cares? I'm not going to go deeply trying to find that on a tutorial. It's just not that important to me. Now, do we have the elephants back in here? Barrier status. Mechanic requested, please. Please fix the barrier. Oh, we can do your better food quality. Good. Of course, it's losing me money. There is no elephant in there. Now, let's press play. I'm going to see if... Yeah, okay. So we've already looked at this. Oh, yeah, we've already read this. So to dismiss all that. High amounts of litter, which I'm aware. I know I'm low on cash. Facility is without power. Yes, so these ones I made recently. I have to wait for the upgrade from my mechanic to give me solar power. Because if I put down a generator, which I have done... Here, I'll show you in a second. Dismiss all that. So, over here, I have a generator over here. I think that's the... No, this is the generator right here. But the guests... Sorry, I'll turn on this heat mat again. The guests really don't like this. Like, it takes up a lot of space. So if I were to move that, say, over here, it would take... it would, like, make these people over here miserable. And the game doesn't like that. I have to replace this. I can't pay... Why can't I... Oh, he's cleaning it. That's why I was like, what's going on here? There's some dirt there. But I'm trying to deal with, like, okay, you know what? I need to get another security guard, I think. So let's... Inspector arriving in 2 months. Oh, he's not going to be happy with me. Okay. But the thing is, like, since this, I guess this server keeps me, like, only allows me to use it for, like, an hour. Please research faster, sir. because it only allows me to research, or not research, only allows me to play on the server for an hour, I feel like I'm rushing the entire time. So I also don't feel like I can just like make everything so pretty. So I don't stress about that. But also this is the tutorial. So maybe later when I do franchise mode, I will start stressing, but not right now. Right. That's what I wanted to look at. I wanted to look at security guard. So you have low workload. Well, why don't you do better? Okay. How about you both do guest facilities and staff then? Because, oh yeah, so I only have 2 work zones. So in this game, you can set up a work zone. So we're going to get in this mode, for example. And all these like little lights right here are various different electricity products or things that are buildings, such as these are staff buildings right here. I have only separated them into 2, which I know most people, they would separate it by 3 and 5 and whatever. I've only done 2, and some of them overlap. So I have the animal, exhibit, and staff, which I do all staff buildings. And then I do exhibits and animal. So that's what is green. Green is only what is available in this work zone. Orange is, it's in another work zone, but only in that other work zone. And then if I had something red, it would mean that it's not in any work zone, which means maybe the caretaker can't get at it or whatever. So in the guest facilities, then you can see all of the exhibits and habitats are in orange, which means it's in a different work zone. So that's what I mean when I talk about work zones. So yeah, I think that should solve our problem. What is going on over here? Why are you red? Well, I hate that. Because there's so much building too, so it's like kind of hard to grab at it. So what is going on here? Water treatment. Okay, we need to get that fixed because that looks like it's broken almost. All right, we'll turn off this heat map so I can actually see what I'm doing. So, are any animals mad at me right now? The African elephant might be because you're in a box, I'm thinking. Oh no, you're just hanging out. Okay, what's wrong with you? You need the food enrichment. Okay, that's true. Why do you have such a small... See, this is the thing. The game in this tutorial gives you like really crappy like things for each one of these habitats for the animals, and you have to fix it. So that's the part of like this tutorial is that you kind of just... I think it's the African savanna elephant. So we have this right here, which is a gyro. Interesting. Do we have anything large? I feel like he would want... Requires Australian expansion pack. Bro, I don't have money to even pay Navita to play this game, let alone buying another pack. I don't know why I gave him a snowman, but, you know, fun, I guess. All right. Actually, let's do this live. That way I know how happy you are with me while I'm putting this stuff down. So let's get you a large food trough. We are going to get the keeper here immediately. Oh, you like your toy. Good. Let's give you a large tire. You're pretty happy with all your toys. You just need some food enrichment. All right, and then let's also get you some water. Low on cash. I'm better than when we started. Like, leave me alone. Mud bath. Feel like that's good because when you have a friend join you, which will happen soon, then you'll have like more toys between the two of you. Let's get you a sprinkler. Oh, there's already sprinklers in here. Never mind. Hey, how is the water situation? Ooh, okay, yeah. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter because it would probably tell me if it was a big deal, but let's put it over here anyway in that area. Just in case. We don't want, like, gross water coming out, right? So there. It's now in the healthier zone for water. Vet research is complete on the green iguana. Great. We'll check in on them in a second because I have to give them some nice enrichments now. All right, so now the keeper is right here. Oh, no, that's the mechanic. They're fixing the fence. Okay, great. Now you need nutrition. The last meal quality was not great. Last drink cleanliness. Yeah, that's fair. Does that mean... Oh, it's because you might have been drinking out of the water. Well, it should be good because now I have the water system over here. So you should be fine. And this is covered too, which is right where your water is. So you should be okay. But let's make another one. Nice.
Thank you. It's such a relief not to have the sound of those protesters in my ears all the time. I wouldn't mind so much if they paid to get in. Still, despite those losses, my accountants tell me you've hit the profit forecast. Good news, my friend. This month, you get paid.
I do enjoy getting paid. I do like some money. Oh my gosh, we're getting good money in all of a sudden. Scenario unlocked. Power struggle. And we've unlocked the rewarded statue, the grizzly bear bronze, and the Indian rhinoceros stone. Nice. Okay, what's the objectives for this level? No. It's this one right here. Adopt one grizzly bear. Habitat cleanliness is a disease risk. Oh, that's the stuff I don't want to hear. I'm already earning a yearly profit of 20 grand, which is great because I haven't even done anything. Have at least 14 habitat species in the zoo, and I have 9. My God, we're going to have to do so much. Have 1,600 guests for at least 3 months. We're sitting at 1,203. So we're not even close. But that's okay, because I guess when we get the grizzly bear and like all other habitats, should be fine. I guess that makes 6 habitats, yes? No, 5. It makes it 5. Yes, 5. And then we'll work on the rest later. But we need to still work on this elephant. What is going on here? What is this? What is this red stuff? Oh my God, did you die? That's so sad. Oh my God. What happened here? Are you good? What is going on? I need to turn off this heat map. Why does it look like that? Were you just hang out and poop? Like, ew. Oh gosh. Okay, call the keeper. I was like, what's going on here? Ew. It was just poop. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, damage barriers. Yeah, we don't want to see that. Okay, we are immediately calling the mechanic. Can we get them come in more often? Because there is something in here that you can choose. Here we go. So we're going to have the mechanic check every 3 months, just to be safe. Then we're going to have you check every 3 months as well, and then the keeper can come by every month. Habitat cleanliness is also a disease, which the keeper is right here. So all these things should get figured out, but I might need to hire more staff if it gets really bad. Oh, and then vet research. Common warthog. Nice. All right, let's get rid of all of these. Now I needed to go back to my elephant, and then there was another animal we needed to check on. Which one was it? Which one wasn't? Also, did I... Where's my male elephant? Why did I think I had another one? Did he die? I think he might have died. Ooh, okay. I just did that like Ernest. Ooh. Wait, no, I didn't want to check that. What I wanted to do was get the keeper in here. I know the elephant looks really lonely. Okay, that's fine. I think we have money. We can buy an elephant. Look, we have 2 right here. Fertility is not great, nor is your immunity. You might get her sick. You have gray skin. And you have dark gray skin. Okay. But your size is small. That's not what you think. I didn't mean it that way. Size doesn't matter? I don't know. Longevity is 58%, 33% of fertility. So even though this guy may not, provide babies, he would most likely be a better candidate. Although, to be fair, I don't know, actually. This guy may be... He may be shorter in stature, but his immunity is better, and he does have a little bit more fertility. So actually, let's adopt him. And we'll send him into quarantine, which is all the way over here. I need to get more stuff, really. Okay. Now, we also needed to adopt some grizzlies, right? So let's get some... Ooh! It's an albino grizzly! Ah! I'm adopting. You're so cute! Ah! Never thought I would say that about a grizzly. Grizzlies are aggressive. Now, to be fair, polar bears are actually way more aggressive than grizzlies. Was that a female? Where is it? You are a female. Okay, yes. And I think grizzlies want one female, one male kind of thing. I'm pretty sure. We have quite a few of grizzlies in Canada, and I hope to never see one in real life because they're cute, but boy, are they dangerous. Grade 4 climb proof, 6.6 feet, which I can never figure out is in meters because for some reason the fencing system is in meters, but they tell you in feet. I don't know why they do that. Yeah. One male, one female. Okay, that's fine. Male bears will fight over foraging grounds and mates. They are very promiscuous. Do they have any interspecies enrichment? No, they do not. Who else was I looking at? Oh my gosh, a camel. I love the idea of camels. Right, the savanna. Africa will be enriched by sharing their habitat with these animals. It's possible, it looks like it's possible they might be enriched by sharing with somebody, but I haven't researched that yet, so it's not going to tell me. They are endangered. They are from the sub-Sahara Africa, Kenya, Tanzania, Botswana, I think, Zimbabwe, and Namibia, and Angola. So, yeah, they're mostly kind of all spread out, it looks like. And they have about the same height. Okay. I'm going to stop, getting distracted. We're going to press play. Let's look at our female, see what else she has to say about what she hates. So she doesn't feel well because last drink wasn't great, so I'm very sorry. Last meal quaddy wasn't great either, but we might need to call the vet, actually. Let's call the vet, just to be sure, because if she's sick, let's also box her up. Call vet or caretaker to get this animal to quarantine facility. Just so that, in case she is sick, she won't give it to her new counterpart. Because her counterpart is in, quarantine now, right? So the last thing we would want is for that to happen. So let's go see at our other animals. She's getting checked out. Everly is in, our grizzly bear, in quarantine. So we'll have to make a nice, spot for them. Now, Fayola? That's like Crayola, but it's Fayola. Hi, Morticia. My cat has come to say hello. Ah, we're about to have offspring. Yay, babies. Okay, this mandrill. What is your problem, friend? Oh, your food enrichment isn't great. Oh, it's a baby. Is it a baby? Or maybe it's just small. Come back here. Okay, well. Social group. You don't like your social group. There's either too few adults and juveniles in animal social group, okay? That's fair. Oh, that is not what I want to hear. Who is just escaped? Is this... It was the animal I was just looking at. It makes sense now. Because she was eating out of the giraffe habitat. Okay. We need to emergency capture you, sweetie. Okay. Okay, for some reason, okay. I do have to explain myself because it won't make sense. So this habitat was actually, because again, when they gave me this tutorial, it was a mess. So this habitat was actually spaced between two different animals. It was cut right down the middle. And what I ended up doing is I combined their space because I think it was the zebras and these nalas over here, these creatures. You look like you don't have any food, so we'll call the keeper. But they were both sharing this space, and the zebras didn't like it because they needed more space. So I was like, okay, well, and the mandrills actually had this exhibit, and they hated it. So I gave them this exhibit, but I tried to adjust. I'm not even sure where I'm going wrong, to be honest. Oh gosh, I pressed all the wrong buttons. But I'm not sure where I went wrong either, because I made sure to like adjust everything. I think it's possible maybe they're getting in through here. But this has happened twice. So we're going to have to figure out how to make sure they don't go into the giraffe exhibit, because that's 100% what's going wrong here. So let's work on this. So first things first, let's go and edit the barrier. We're going to raise you high. That's too high. Let's raise you a little bit lower. I don't even know why you're sticking. You know what? This is such a stupid piece. Can we move you in? No. Can we? No. No. Move. Oh my gosh. Why? Oh gosh. What is going on here? Maybe we should move you then. Here. And then maybe you won't be so dumb. I don't know. I really don't know. Okay. And then let's go down. Yes. Sorry, I'm still trying to figure out some of these. Okay, so now we need to work on... Oh, come on. Yeah, I know. Let me fix this one. There we go. Now we're going to raise you higher. Or no, hold on. Let's make you into... I know these barriers make no sense. I know. But I don't think it matters. Okay. Now we're going to work on you. Okay. If you let me. No, this one. Okay. Because I'm wondering if maybe the reason why they got out... Oh. No. I don't know what happened there. Stop it. I'm wondering if the reason why they got out is because this is wood here, and maybe they climbed that. I'm not sure. But let's just raise this a little bit higher on all possible ways, because these mandrills be getting out, and I don't even know how. And I'm not even, like, doing anything. I'm just living my life, you know? Ooh, no. Oh, I hated that. That was so ugly. And then let's fix you too. Maybe I just need to go all the way up, you know? Like, stop giving them the benefit of the doubt. They have shown me they can get out. Stop trying to trust these mandrills. Conniving ape creatures. Is a mandrill an ape or... Hold on, let's look it up, because I get confused oftentimes, because I did do some archaeology classes on the differences between, you know, monkeys and apes and stuff like that. But I always get confused of which genealogy is which, you know. So they are from the regions of Cameroon, Gabon, Equatorial Guinea, and Congo. Okay. Mandrillus sphinx is the species of large monkey that lives in rainforests and plateaus of Cameroon, Gabon, Equatorial Guinea, and Congo. They have olive to dark gray fur, white stomach, and distinctive colorization on the face. Yes, very much so. A long pink strip runs down the middle of their muzzle to their nostrils, with blue pads on either side, and they have yellow beard. Mandrill males are much larger and look very different from females, with extremely bright colors on their faces and hindquarters. Males measure between 30 inches to 38 inches and weigh about 141. Sorry, I don't even know where that number came from. 41.8 pounds to 88 pounds, whereas females average between 22 inches and 26.4 inches and weigh about 33 pounds to 66. Mandrills are classified as vulnerable species, and while it's not known how many of them are left in the wild, their numbers are thought to be declining significantly. One threat is habitat loss due to the deforestation of rainforests in which they live. However, the greatest threat is hunting in areas such as Gabon. Humans consider the mandrill as a prime meat. Interesting. Reserves have been established to protect some of these rain... Excuse me. That was rude of me. Excuse me. To protect some of these rainforests, but little is known about the mandrill populations, and as a result, they are often overlooked. Much more... Oh, I'm sorry. I guess someone talked to me. The very cool but terrifying animal that lives in my nightmares. Mandrills do. There's a little known about the mandrill populations, and as a result, they even overlooked. Much more research and further wildlife surveys are needed. You know what I really love? There is a type of ape that I'm so fascinated by, and I don't know if this game has it, and if it does, it's probably in one of the expansion packs I don't own, but I'm so fascinated by, I think the proper word is a gibbon. I don't know. They're like kind of related to chimpanzees, but they're slightly different. Hello, your local NSWR. How are you today? But yeah, I know this looks silly. Just ignore this. This is for the sake of making sure these mandrills don't escape. They be testing me. Yeah, so in case anyone wasn't here at the beginning, like such as your local NSWR, I see that you have just joined. Because I am using Nvidia chip, they only give me about an hour to play this game. So I'm going to play this game as long as possible, and then I'm going to entertain you until they allow me to come back on the server. So that's kind of how it's going to go. All right, we're going to press play. That mandrill that has escaped and has scared all these people out. I'm wondering how many refunds I'm going to get. The vet research is complete. Okay, what do I get? Oh, it's more of the influence. Hey, that, ow, Morticia. Lori needs, a promotion, because they're doing everything, where everyone else is, like, just hanging out. Can't find an excessive research center. A disease animal has been... Okay, so it was my elephant that was sick. Okay, they're both getting checked. Great. You have, what is this? MRSA. What is that? Let's go over. I don't even know how to say hi to those people. No. There was something I wanted to do. I wanted to look at. No, not mechanic research. I want to look at vet. This is... I have to get a bet on this. So let's get Roxanne on that one. Diseases, the likelihood of animals catching diseases reduces disease recovery time and delayed times while death from critical diseases. Okay. Roxanne's working on it. Thanks, Roxanne. But this person, Lori, I think they need a promotion because for some reason they've done more than everybody else. But maybe it's because they're not burnt out. Everyone else is, that makes sense. Okay. Vet research is complete on the aardvark. Quarantine pass. Yes. Let me see what else. Okay, so you are fine now. Okay, great. So we're going to move you back into your exhibit. All right, which is mom over here. Another dangerous animal has escaped. That is never a good sign. Another mandrill has escaped. Oh, boy. Okay. I think we're just gonna have to turn this fence into not climbable. Let's just pause for a second as I lose. Okay, not climbable. Yeah, you can't climb. I'm sorry. None of y'all get... Let's also turn this one into a window so at least people can see it. They need to see the traps. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, so now we need to move you. So let's not on the building. I want to see. Okay, you. Let's move you to your new habitat. Actually, you were already here. Let's press play because the mandrill's got to get captured. This animal has a disease, which it looks like they're working on right now. Oh, no. Okay, so transit to Africa elephant. and in transit to quarantine. Great. So that animal's getting checked. Let's save. I'm surprised Navita hasn't been like, hey, by the way, you're going to get kicked out soon. Because I've already been doing this for 50 minutes. Oh, maybe they have and I just ignored it. Okay, fair. This animal has escaped. She is a conniving one. Vet research is complete. Common warthog. Okay, great. Brittany, you have time. Great. Let's get you on something. Let's get you working on... Let's finish the African savanna elephant. Right, and then we need to check on... Now I remember what it was. We did research on the iguana, I think it was. And that means we can now give it some fulfillment, some layout fixes. Terrain? No. Let's look at the exhibit. Layout. There we go. So let's give you... Let's see how this looks. That's a nice trunk. Oh, another mandrill escaped right there. Hold on, computer. I thought they... What the heck? It's because this... These freaking mandrills, man. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. Okay, a vet is catching in process. Perfect. Okay, we need to check this fence because they better not be doing this anymore. I'm so sick and tired of it. These mandrills be testing me. Okay, no. I think they're good, but maybe... I was like, maybe the mandrills are making their way through here, but no, they're not. I don't know where they're coming from, like, for real. But somehow they're getting through, and I am interested to know how. We need to watch them, I think, because the mandrills be hanging out with the giraffes like it's no big deal. Okay, back to the iguana. All right, let's look at the layout. There's the thin trunk. Or there's the, you know what, let's go with the thin one because it's not in the way of the iguanas. And then if we click on the animal, oh, they had a baby. It just told me that. Great. Let's get a camera angle. That's a pretty big iguana baby. Unless that's the mom, you know? Okay. Well, where's the baby? Let's see. They should tell me a juvenile, right? No. So it's you. You're the baby. You're a little big for a baby. Okay. Well, I think I don't know how you guys feel about 3. Because most exhibit animals actually hate it. Yeah, you don't like it. Okay. Let's sell that one. So you are... I really need to learn how to say some of these names. But we're sending you off in a quick trade. 446. Great. And they're instantly happy. Okay, great. Now, quarantine is passed for our grizzly. And quarantine is passed for our new papa elephant. This aardvark is not having a good time. So that's okay. Let's move you here. And... we'll deal with you in a second. What's your problem? The social help. There's stress. Oh, yeah. I don't think I have unlocked the new barrier yet, though. No, unfortunately. So here's the thing. And this happens with some animals. These animals are clearly one of them. The aardvarks are private animals. They don't like people seeing them. Because this is a window, they're very stressed. So I could just remove the window, but then these guests be like, I can't see the aardvark. So it's complicated. See, because even here, they're like, the view of the aardvark from here is fine, I guess. And it's like, what am I going to do? I can't stress out these animals just so I can get more money from donations. Like, they're already mad at me. GeForce is telling me 14 minutes left. Okay. Good to know. But I do have, here's the thing. Oh, I'm getting good money right now. Okay. Mechanic. Africa theme. Nice. Okay, but I want someone to look at barriers. Oh, no, no one's working on barriers. That's not good. Okay. How about, what are you working on, Oma? You're working on Africa? Forget that. Work on barriers. Because there's a certain barrier we can get where it's a two-way glass. So that way they can see in, but the animal can't see out, and that will reduce the stress. But it looks like they're currently away from that, because this is kind of going up that way, which means... Okay, that's not good. All right, let's get a... no, you need to come every 3 months. You need to come every 3 months, and you're coming every month. Great. Now, we need to definitely get a mechanic here ASAP, because otherwise these animals be escaping soon. Oh, you had babies. What is this? You're hungry. Oh, well, that's okay, because the caretaker just walked in, so I think they're feeding you. Yeah, there we go. Environment, terrain. No, there we go. We're going to call them mechanic. Get this fence fixed, because... Look at those holes. That's not a good sign at all. Okay. Habitat of the common warhog. Let's request the mechanic there. The vet research is complete. On the green iguana. And then what is this saying? This is up. I think oh God, you're like completely sick. Okay, you know what? Let's... Okay, let's pause this for a second. Why are all my caretakers just stressed? What's going on? Why are they not here? We'll delete all these because I don't need to look at that. But everyone's yeah, maybe I need to maybe I need to hire more caretakers. Keepers, I should say. Let's hire 4. Come on. Oh, I think I have to do it on a road. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there we go. Now, all of them that I just hired. Dawn, Devin, Gracie. Get animal exhibit staff. Animal exhibit staff. Animal exhibit staff. Animal exhibit staff. And then hopefully that'll help. And then the ones that have been here the longest, which are the more stressful ones, they are at 2-star. I don't want to level them too much, but I think if I look at your... Yes, we can lower your wage a little bit. So let's lower all your wages to save money. Because animals first, right? Just kidding. My pocket first. Odo. I love that name. Odo. Expect a higher wage. Oh, when is this? Staff training. Oh, when I give them training. That's what it means. Not giving them training right now. You're okay. You're not. That's okay. Where are you at? Caitlin. Let me click on you. Oh, it's because I clicked on this accidentally. Caitlin. Am I already on Caitlin? I am on a Caitlin. That makes sense. Gracie. Let's lower your wage a bit. Dawn. Let's lower... No, you're good. Where are you, Devin? There. Charla. I think that's Charla. Let's lower your wage. And then Birdie. You're good. Okay. I think that makes everything okay. I mean, you shouldn't lower people's wages like that. You are both stressed. You're fine, though. So maybe we need one more mechanic for animal exhibit and staff. Actually, that's a lot. Maybe we should do 2 more mechanics. Manage select staff. No. Where are my options? There we go. Okay, so we need mechanics. So 2 mechanics. And we'll put you... Yeah. Animal exhibit and staff. animal exhibit and staff. And then we'll just have 2 for guest and staff, which is like ATM breaking down, stuff like that. You're doing okay. Let's upgrade you guys, though. That's fine. I can pay you guys out. You are all doing okay. Your energy's a little low, but you're all doing kind of okay. And it looks like I have some vendors a little burnt out. So maybe what we'll do is we'll get a couple of extra vendors. So maybe let's do 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Guest and staff. 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 Oh, I guess I was in the middle of fixing this and then I didn't. Oh no, what happened was I built more food stands and they assigned them directly to that alone. So this should hopefully help some of them out because then now everyone can rotate. All right, let's press play. What's going on here? Oh yeah, the grizzly bear has passed. Is quarantine. All right, if we're putting down a grizzly, where are we putting it? Because this is not the kind of zoo you put a grizzly down on. How are my hyenas? Are y'all good? Last meal quantity wasn't great. Yes, I know. Food enrichment. Do we have a keeper coming? Please and thank you. Let's just check on all our zoo animals. Anyone complaining? The mandrills aren't happy. There might be, like a weird sex ratio with the mandrills. Or they're about to mate. That's why they're giggling, apparently. Okay, yeah, I think hyenas are fine. And everything. I think it's just the mandrills. These freaking mandrills, man. Alright, what's your problem? Is it because you can't escape anymore? They're so dark. Like, I can't see, you know? I need some lights. Vet research. Oh, the influenza's done. Great. So you can move on to the next disease. Let's get you to do Bordetelliosis, whatever that is. Habitat cleanliness is a disease. That's never a good sign. What else is going wrong? Giraffe habitat cleanliness is a disease. Habitat cleanliness. Oh, there's already a... Oh. Ooh, oh my gosh. Why did you take so long to get here? This is awful. Food quality. Let's rate your food quality. And let's get the every 3 months, and yeah, the keeper come every month. Okay, well, at least that's being dealt with. The vending machine is broken down. We're going to request that to be fixed. And let's get the keeper here to feed... Oh, the keeper's already coming. Okay. The African savanna elephant is about to mate. Perfect. We should probably name our animal before I forget. So this is going to be... Dad. Great. No, we were looking at those mandrills, right? Because they... Oh, well, everyone else was complaining. It's just this one now. Okay. It's expecting offspring. Ah! Okay, let's pause for a second because, you know, I love pausing. It's my favorite. Oh, the mandrills got in with the giraffes again. I hope you guys don't mind. Like, are you good with mandrills? Or, like... I don't think you're mad. You would have told me if you didn't like it. So, I think you're okay with the mandrills coming into your pen. Okay. Yeah, but of course you're miserable. You're in the wrong pen, my dude. This is... Okay, you know what? Let's watch it. Maybe we'll find out how they got in here. So, go back. Let's move you a little bit faster. I want to see how you did this. Oh, you're just going to hang out, of course. Of course you're... Nope. Oh, you're going to go right... No. Where did they get in? How did they get in? Why are you hanging out in here? Because they got a sprinkler? This is why? You're like, oh, look at that. They have a sprinkler. I don't know if I have one. Go back to your pen so I know how you got in here. It's about to have offspring. Perfect. This facility is broken down. Okay, mechanic requested. Habitat cleanliness is a disease. The, oh, right. This is where the giraffes are, so they're good. Quarantine is passed right on our grizzly bear. I keep forgetting. Somebody had a baby. We have 40 grand. What if we just, like, spend some money on our zoo? We get some marketing. We are a great zoo. You will love us. Let's do online campaign of viral videos. Why not? What is this all the way over here? Oh, it's poop. Okay, not good. How about we get a keeper to come? I wish I could have stayed longer to see the African savannah. The view of the African savannah is not great at all. I suppose the view of the African savannah is fine. Vet research is done. Aardvark. It's fun to say aardvark. Vet research is complete again. Come on. There we go. MRSA. Okay. Quarantine facility is broken down, which I think someone is going to go look at. So we're just going to ignore that. We'll ignore this as well. Now, where is our mandrill? Need to find where our mandrill is. A mandrill. What a fun name. Mandrill. Alright. Now, you got in with the drafts. Can you get out? Or are you just stuck here with them? Let's move you back. Because this is not your habitat, friend. I don't know how they did this. Because, like, if I click on the habitat, there is a way to tell. So if you click on the habitat, okay? Ah, the yellow anaconda had a offspring. So if you go click on the habitat, you go in your heat map. It'll tell you animal welfare. If you click on, I think, or maybe it's, maybe not animal welfare. Guest coverage, buildings. Buildings? No. Habitat. Here we go. So we click on this habitat or we click on the mandrill. It will show us in blue all the places that the mandrills can go. Now, the only thing else it shows us is like nothing really. Because even if we went inside the house, I don't think it would tell us what's going wrong here. But let's go inside and check. Because it should show us this walkable escape point or climbable escape point. Which is not showing me anything. So I'm not even sure how the mandrills are getting out when it should be able to show me that the mandrills can get out. They think it's underpriced. Wow, okay. Well, yeah, I'll say less. Trying very hard not to make a Harambe joke with the mandrill list. There. Okay, let's charge parents. We're going to charge them like $25, okay? And then the kids beat 20. Everyone's pretty happy with my zoo. The only problem is the guest education isn't great. We're gonna press save because I feel like the game's gonna close out on me soon and I'm not sure. And once it does, I will take a quick break to go to the bathroom and then we're gonna restart this game and hopefully we won't, yeah, see, it's already telling me I've got 58 seconds left. Power source needs repair. Okay, we're gonna send but we're also gonna save. Everything we're gonna do at this point is just gonna save. Save. Because we got 43 seconds left. Oh gosh. Was it F2? Yes, it was something like that. I'm just gonna prepare so you don't have to like, you know, nothing weird happens. Okay. Game. I know. Okay. I should turn off this heat lamp though. Oh, the hyena's about to have offspring. That was a little close. Are you about to have offspring? Where's the baby? We've got 7 seconds left. Come on. It's not going to happen. It's going to have to wait. Okay, I'm gonna quickly take a break, or a bathroom break, and I'm gonna start Planet Zoo session over again. So I'm gonna do this before I take a break, and that way, I don't have to hopefully wait too long. But you know, I feel like a lot of people use GeForce at this time, so. But hopefully, like, people just be like, you know, I'm not waiting in those lines. I'm just gonna not play, because I think I waited like 2 hours yesterday. Oh, we're less people than earlier too. We're at 196, and earlier it was like 206, and I got in within 5 minutes. So this should be fine. I'm just gonna go to the bathroom. Please don't mind me. Alright, so I'm just gonna need to turn down some music apparently because it's still playing in the background. I'll just play it a little bit though. I don't think you can even hear that. Maybe you can. I don't know. I'm gonna turn it down though, I think. We're in line for the next server. I have 172 gamers ahead of me, which to be fair, at the beginning of the stream I had 100, 200, so it might go by quickly. I think it's 171 already. So it might be just a bunch of people rage quitting, being like, oh, the servers are closed right now. Or it could just be like maybe there's certain periods of the day where they have larger groups of people joining the server. I'm not sure. But hopefully we won't be sitting here for a while. But if not, I can just entertain you. I did consider earlier, I was like, well, if there's a long period of time, I suppose I could just play the herbs between the long period of time, between what they call is the next rig. But I don't want to watch or play the herbs today, to be honest. I think I had different ideas about it, because, like, I played it as a kid, and I remember cheating. I can't remember why. And then I think after last week, I remembered why I cheated. And I think the reason why was I just found it boring. I think I put in all the cheats and, like, skipped through, or I put, like, little effort in and didn't, like, play a ton. I can't remember, but, I think it was just not my game, you know? Like, I think there's nostalgic factors about it. It's very, like, mid-2000s in terms of the aesthetic and the clothing and all that, but it's not my gaming vibe. And I think the reason why is it just feels too repetitive, which, to be fair, The Sims is pretty repetitive, but this is like a different type of repetitiveness. This is like, even when you do your jobs and you're pressing buttons in a combination to move on into your career, it just doesn't feel rewarding doing it that way. And maybe someone else feels differently. I don't know. I think it just kind of felt like I was mashing buttons. I don't feel like I have, like, they do give you goals, but I don't even feel like I want to reach those goals. Like, it's just not super fun for me, I think. But I'm definitely going to finish the game because I mean to finish the game. I just don't think I'm going to do, like, some thorough, intensive playthrough because I just don't like it that much to do it. Right now we're sitting at 162, so we're kind of flying through the rig. But, yeah, I was thinking about it earlier when I was at work, and I'm like, I have to go. The Herbs looks like it was a wild game. It wasn't in depth of the other variations of The Sims. It wasn't. Like, it wasn't. Like, for example, the busting out could get repetitive, and so could the original Sims. I think what it is just once, like, I think when I was a kid and I'm like, oh my gosh, they're doing things like that in a video game? That's so naughty. And now as an adult, I'm like, yeah. But also, like, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. Like, I think what it is also, like, the careers you end up doing that you're supposed to be doing interactive careers with, which, to be fair, wasn't ever a thing for the console Sims. So there's a little bit more interactiveness with it. But I think it's because it's just like you press a combination of buttons. X, X, Y, X. And then the next one will be Y, Y, X, Y. Or something like that. And then you just press them all in individual rates. I'm late. Welcome, Mooney! How are you? We just played an hour. And then we're waiting on the next available rig to allow us to go back in, because we're playing with Nvidia GeForce now. I'm just talking about sick. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Mooney. That's awful. I guess tis the season to have the flu. So, I'm very sorry. If you need to leave early, or if you just came in to say hello, I totally get it. I'm complaining about the Herbs. And why I actually realized I didn't like that game that much until last week. Birthday is in 22 minutes. Oh my gosh. I remember you telling me your birthday's coming up. I thought you said it was Thanksgiving, though. And I guess Thanksgiving is next week, but Oh, right. I think the American Thanksgiving is a little bit later this year, from what I've understood, because we have Black Friday sales here, and yeah. But anyways, are you gonna do anything nice for your birthday, Mooney? But yeah, I don't like the herbs. You know what, though? I think I liked the Nintendo DS herbs way more. It was so much more minimal, but I do have plans to play the DS herbs Sims in the City game. But I don't want to play it until after we do the console Sims herbs. No, my entire house is sick. Oh, that's awful. And I can imagine with your young daughter being sick as well, that it's just not a fun time. It is every 7 years or so. Oh, yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, I'm not American, so I wouldn't know that, but that does make sense. But I'm very sorry to hear that your whole family's sick. My thoughts are with you. It's awful. Yeah, I will be playing the Herbs DS version at some point, but not until the console Herbs is done. But since I'm kind of hating it, I think I might just kind of try to play it through as fast as possible and not do any, because normally I would try to fulfill all the goals. I think right here, I don't care enough to do all the goals. So, probably I'm just going to try to move on throughout the game and get as minimal effort through as possible. Or I could just cheat, I suppose. Google, cheats for that game and just do the cheats. Yeah, she's not sleeping at all. Very clingy. Oh, gosh. How long have you guys been sick? That's awful. That's really awful. I'm sorry. We're at 149 on the next available rig, so we're getting there. Please stick with me. I know I'm keeping you. As soon as I got home, because, it was honestly kind of scary driving home. In case anyone doesn't know, it's actually a blizzard out right now. And the blizzard is probably one of the worst I've seen, but not the worst, because definitely there's been worse blizzards, but it's pretty bad right now. When I was driving home, because obviously I was at work, I drove about 10 kilometers per hour. Ooh, don't step on me, Mortish. She's been using a lot of her nails lately. And then hubby got sick 2 days ago, and now we're starting to get sick today. It's like one person gets it and then everybody shares it. Well, Diamond Heights, that job pays the most, gets all the money there. I remember that very clearly. I like Diamond Heights because it got the decent amount of money. In case you're wondering why we're talking about Diamond Heights, that's from the Herbs. But yeah, driving home, I was driving 10 kilometers per hour. I could barely see in front of me. I was driving behind a snowplow. And as they're clearing the snow, all you see is just a layer of white ice. And I'm like, ugh. So I was driving real slow. Everybody behind me was driving real slow. Morticia. So yeah, it was kind of nerve-wracking driving home. So I was like, I want to get myself a hot chocolate. So I did. The only mug that's clean right now is my Nightmare Before Christmas mug, which I only use on Halloween. So, forgive me. But I had this candy cane because, a week prior, we had went to go see some Christmas lights, like a setting. There was a bunch of people who visited me for my graduation. So we all went out, did these lights. And I had a candy cane. And then I thought, I'm drinking hot chocolate, so I'll just use that to, stir my hot chocolate. And it instantly melted into the hot chocolate. So now I'm having, a peppermint hot chocolate. But I don't have a ton because, this mug is too big. I will be wired for hours if I drink that much hot chocolate. Which maybe is why I'm very talkative right now, because I was very angry earlier, but now I'm not as angry. So I think the answer is just sugar. We're at 144, so we're definitely getting there. I think either people are slowly getting in rigs or slowly annoyed that they're waiting in line. I'm not sure which one it is. Oh, it's 142 already. Look at that. Meow meow. Meow, meow, meow. Mel? Are you going to say nice things into the microphone? Mel? Mel? Mel, Mel? No, she has nothing to say. She doesn't want to say. 141. Okay. His mug is too big. So yeah, right now our blizzard, they were predicting earlier about 40 centimeters of snow. And then it kind of switched between 15 to 25 centimeters of snow. And for a reference, I shoveled snow at 6 p.m. outside my work. And there was, like, that was just when the snowstorm sort of kind of started. And then within an hour, I already had, like, an inch of snow. So, or maybe not an inch, maybe like, no, I think about an inch. So, and it's been like that every hour. So, for right now, it's 10:45, and the snowstorm kind of started at 6. So, there's about 4 inches of snow right now. They're saying maybe 6 to 8 inches of snow. But when you live in a city that they don't have a ton of funding, even though they have snowstorms every year, they somehow just don't have it in the budget. The roads are very dangerous. They don't salt the roads most of the time as well because salting is very expensive. So they'll put down like gravel and sand. So it's kind of, you don't want to be outside, but I think where I live, they kind of have an obsession with work to the point where they still go in. Sounds very dangerous blizzard year from what it sounds like. Well, last year we didn't have any snow really. So I think it's just, that's just how the weather works. Sometimes it goes in, like, sometimes there's going to be years of snow and other years there's not going to be years of snow. And last year there was just no snow. So I was kind of expecting either a heavy rainfall in the summertime, which we got a decent amount of rainfall in the spring. And then it was kind of dry for a bit and then it started raining again. But I was like wondering if this winter would be rough. Wait, maybe it's sick brain, but I thought you were 2 hours behind me. So I go by mountain time, but I live in a place that its time zones can be inconsistent. So most of the time I'm mountain time, which is 10:47, I think, right now. At least it should be. No daylight savings. No daylight savings. Yeah, so that's fun. It's kind of nice though, because when there's no daylight savings, I don't have to deal with like the weird clock changes. So like I'm consistently the same time. But it also throws people off, like when they're asking me, "Hey, when are you streaming?" And I'm like, "Well, this time." And they're like, "But you weren't." And I'm like, "I was, just like my time. You're." I have thought about just saying like a Los Angeles time or Toronto time or something. But like, that's just work on me and I don't want to do it. But at some point, I would like to move away from where I live right now. So obviously the time zones will change when that happens. We're sitting at 1:33 in case anyone's wondering. 1:32 now. So at some point, obviously the time zones then will change. But right now, that's kind of where I'm at. Yeah, I would like to be close to some mountains. My auntie lives near mountains. I would like to live near some mountains. That's probably where I'm going to go. I was watching Mr. Bean recently, and there was that, oh no, I haven't seen it yet, but if you haven't seen Mr. Bean, there's like a Christmas episode, and he's like fooling around with these little figurines within the Harrods store, which if you've ever been in Harrods, like I've only been once. I didn't even know it was so bougie until like I was 25. And then my mom was like, actually, yeah, it's a very expensive store. No, I remember now. I was in the Heathrow airport in my early 20s. And my mom, they had like this like outlet store within the Heathrow airport of Harrods. So I'm like, oh, is this where like Mr. Bean went for that episode, that Christmas episode? And she's like, yeah. And we looked at the prices and I'm like, how is this like 1,300 pounds? Which, pounds are worth a lot more than the USD and the CAD, which is the Canadian dollar. So I was very confused. And then my mom explained to me that Harrods is actually like a very rich store. Or at least like I'm poor, so I probably think it's rich. And some people be like, what are you talking about? It's like Shoppers Drug Mart. But anyways, okay, I'm passing out. Just wanted to say hi and let you know I haven't forgotten about you. Thank you so much, Mooney. I hope you rest well. Please take care of yourself. Take care of your family. Just get some good sleep. You deserve it. Thank you so much for dropping by. But yeah, so I was like really confused why Harrods was actually for like richer people, or at least richer than me, because I'm not wealthy at all. So then when I saw Rest Well Mooney, Point Blank Vixen. Thank you, Point Blank Vixen, for saying that. So when I finally went to Harrods, which was like in 2020, no, that was the wrong year, 2022. What am I thinking? Okay, that trip is probably gonna live rent free in my mind for the entirety of my life. It was so YOLO, and I know that sounds really cringe to say because I'm saying all these like online terms, so ew. But it really was a YOLO trip because I borrowed money to even just buy the. She forgot the year. Don't start with me. My years have been messed up since 2020. Leave me alone. The COVID has like messed it up. But I do have to go through all the photos. I think after I do the current video series that I'm working on. So I need to back up and explain a little bit about Harrods. Okay, so yeah, the store that Mr. Bean was in. I'm sorry, I'm like jumping in so many different conversations. Okay, so we're gonna finish the Mr. Bean. There was an episode where he was in Harrods on Christmas Day, and he's fooling around with figurines. And as he's fooling around with figurines, all of a sudden this policeman shows up and he looks angry. And Mr. Bean's like super confused where it came from, and he realized it was the store security guard telling him to like leave. And he did the and so that's why I was laughing when I was coughing earlier. I'm sorry that I know that was like nothing, but like I had to say it. Okay. So my mom and I were in the Heathrow airport in my early 20s because we were heading over to Kenya one of the times, because I've been to Kenya 3 times. So one of the times we were in the Heathrow airport and they had that Harrods spot. And I don't know, it was interesting being in the Heathrow airport, like on the, like, I don't know, because there's 2 sides of Heathrow. There's like you're coming into country, and then there's one where you're traveling through. And I've noticed that airports kind of do that. I don't know what it's called, but like they have a certain section of airport that are people from like international, and then there's people who are coming into the country. So it was like I was expecting the international side, and then when I actually came into London to visit, I just like saw, a couple of stores, and I was like, well, that was it. All right. Also, if you're wondering, we're at 118, so we're pretty close getting there. Please be patient with me. I do want to do another round of Planet Zoo before we end this stream. So we'll do another hour once it finally lets me through. But anyways, in 2022, I went to London and Edinburgh. I realized how to say it. It's Edinburgh. Like bruh. Like bro, like Edinburgh. I'm very sorry. I don't have a Scottish accent, and I've tried to Google it 1,000 times how to say it right, because I was talking to some people I knew that were actually from London, and I tried saying it to them, and they just kind of gave each other looks like, she's not saying it right, and I just felt so stupid. Like, but anyways, I'm very sorry. I'm bitching. Did not need to say that word. I'm mispronouncing the word Edinburgh. Please forgive me. I don't have a Scottish accent. I don't even know how to mimic a Scottish accent. I can mock British accents for YOLO funny reasons, but I don't think I can actually do a proper Scottish accent. So forgive me. But so when we were in London, we visited the Harrods store, and I felt very poor. going through the store. I was like, maybe I could afford like underwear, but I would be like every dollar, like every pound in my pocket, like, but it was fun to walk around the store and realize that, wow, there are people who are way more wealthy than I, and they come in here all the time and go shopping as if it's a regular mall. Meanwhile, I'm lucky if I can even buy clothes at the vintage, you know, what is it called? I want to say recycle. That's not it. Used clothes store? I don't know. Whatever it's called. I mean, that's pretty much it. Oh, and Walmart. Nice clothing options. I love George. George is a great brand. Okay, we're sitting at 117, so we're getting close. Same feeling when there aren't prices next to a menu. I don't know if we ran into that, but yeah, I know what you mean. Like, you feel like, oh, it's not that big of a deal, and then you realize you're like, I don't know if I can, like, you see a number. Sometimes, like, those fancy menus, they'll just write, like, 26, and you're like, what? And then you realize, I'm poor. I'm expecting, like, pennies to be thrown in there, or I'm expecting the taxes to show up on the bill. And you're like, no, it's an actual menu. They're telling you it's $26 or pounds or euros or wherever you're living from. And you're like, I am so lower than the middle class. Okay, 115. We're pretty close to the to when we get onto the next rig. I know it's slowing down a bit, to be fair, but I'm working on it. I mean, I technically could just like open something else up. 115 between this, so that people are not bored as I am talking and rambling about nothing. But I also feel like the moment I'll open something else up, like the herbs, or start working on photo editing from London or something like that, the game will open. So I'm kind of like also hesitant because I'm like waiting for the next rig. But I feel like the moment it's kind of like when you're working in retail, which if you've worked in retail, it's a very unique experience. The moment you say, we haven't had customers in a while, or the moment you start mopping, that's the moment a customer walks in. So that's kind of how I'm feeling about this right now. The retail and service industry is very superstitious. You don't acknowledge what you know to be true. Right. What I was gonna say was, after I'm done my current series, my video editing series. So in case anyone's like confused, so on YouTube, because I'm streaming at both Twitch and YouTube right now, but I have video series on my YouTube channel of playing through The Sims 4, and I have recently done a bunch of recordings for my upcoming series in The Sims 4. It's already recorded. I just have to go through all the footage and edit and add some commentary and everything. Once that's finished, I'm probably going to change the way I record most of my Sims videos. So I'm probably just going to do it like one and done quick recording instead of like doing all this intensive like 4K recording. Because to be fair, like I love a good 4K recording, but it really slows down the editing process because it is a lot of footage, raw footage. So probably what I'll end up doing is just go to more like this style where it's like more, a little bit more live stream recorded, but I'm not going to live stream recording it. It's just like the style of it will probably be more like live stream recording. But I think between that as well, I'm probably, the next series after my Sim series is going to come out, it's probably going to be my London trip. So if you're new to my channel, the last time I went on a big trip, I went on a road trip from Phoenix, Arizona to Nevada, Los Angeles, Death Valley. I went to Redding, California. I went to the Redwoods in California. I went to San Francisco, Los Angeles, whatever. It was like one big loop, basically. And then the Grand Canyon. And it took me about, I think, like 3 years to finally put that on YouTube. And I think that's probably what I'm gonna average with this series. So in 2022, I went to London and Edinburgh. And so I'm going to release and edit the videos after I do the Sims series, whenever that comes out. Keep in mind that might not come out for a while, but kind of the way I did it before is like with the Sims 4 series, I'll have one release each week. Whereas when I'm finished editing all of London, Edinburgh videos, then I'm probably going to put those out each day. And that's kind of how I did my last trip video. Now, to be fair, I'm very aware that the recordings weren't great. I'm very aware of it. I know that the editing wasn't great because I took so long to edit it. Like, it took me 2 years, and partly it was because my computer wasn't great, and I didn't have a great camera, and I made, like, some weird choices. And to be fair, I probably made some weird choices in this video recording as well, so keep that in mind. It's more vlog style. It's not like I have a GoPro strapped to my esophagus and I'm walking around with a GoPro and, you know, you're getting a weird angle of my nostrils. Or it's not like I have some kind of, what is it called? It starts with a G. It's like, not a Gibdo. I was going to say a Gibdo. Play too much Zelda. Oh my gosh, there is a certain word. It starts with it's like a git kind of word. I can't remember what it is, but it straps to your arm, or you hold it in your hands. You hold it in your hands and you have it, like, the camera attached to it, and it stabilizes the camera as you're walking. Those things are like over $1,000. I do not have money for that. So yes, it may not be the greatest quality, but I'm gonna try to put it out anyway, because I will, I still feel like I need to. And it's one of those things that, like, when I put out videos where I'm traveling, I don't do intensive, like, good recordings like you'll probably see with most travel people, because I'm not a travel YouTuber. I like traveling. I'm not a travel YouTuber. I don't have the money to be a travel YouTuber. Which, to be fair, I know some people say you could just rent out houses and, you know, hop houses for years. But, you know, I've got a cat, and also I kind of like my stuff, so no thanks. But this being said, I do like to travel places. So I will post videos occasionally of me traveling places if I have video for me traveling places, which, boy, do I have videos of me traveling places in London and Edinburgh. The only thing that I'm really mad about is when we were there was an entire day of footage that went missing, and I can't recover it. I've tried. It's just gone. Or at least like a decent amount of footage. I haven't looked at it, and that was kind of also the reason why I didn't want to look at the footage for so long, is it just made me so upset thinking about all that footage I lost. So I do have like some snippets of like phone recordings of like little moments I took for like maybe, you know, Instagram story or something like that, but I don't have the footage from that day, which makes me so mad, which means I think I just have to replay that entire day. I'm not sure. We are sitting at 105. So that is where we're at right now, looking for the next available rig. And in case you're wondering, yes, I could pay for a day pass, but I'm broke. I'm not going to buy a day pass. So this is the free version. So in case you're wondering, I'm using GeForce now by NVIDIA, I think the company is. You know, the one that does like computer chips. They have, I guess, what they call rigs, which I think are basically their servers. So you can play games. And since I'm using a Mac computer to play Planet Zoo, excuse me, I have to use these servers in order to actually play Planet Zoo on my computer. So right now we're at 100. We're at 100. I was about to say 102, but it instantly went to 100. So perfect. We are so close to getting there. We'll be on the next rig, I swear. I hope. Cross your fingers. But it says, you know, it always like tries to upsell you. Purchase a day pass and skip the wait and get a higher performance gaming rigs. Fastest access to servers, longer session lengths, RTX ray tracing, ad-free experience. I don't really care. It's free. And in case you're wondering, that's not an ad because I'm not buying this. So No, YouTube, don't get mad at me that I just read all that out loud. I'm not sponsored. Leave me alone. I've got like 117 subscribers on YouTube, which by the way, I'm very proud of every single one of them. But like, don't get mad. I didn't do an ad read. I'm not popular enough to have an ad read, and I'm not doing it for free either. Hence why I'm playing this game for free. Well, I guess I purchased the game. I just didn't purchase the server. We're at 196 right now, so we're getting pretty close. Please just bear with me. I got into this game because in 2020, when I was doing school for university, which I just graduated, by the way, I was looking for videos to pass the time between like all the schoolwork I was doing, because that was during COVID, and I was doing school during COVID. And so I spent a lot of time inside, which I enjoyed school in COVID, by the way. It was great. So I would try to look for videos to watch, and I was recommended this playthrough by someone, I'm not going to say who, of them playing Planet Zoo. And I really liked their videos, but I think I'm going to recommend that people who watch me don't do this. Do not watch me on 2x speed. You will probably find all my euphemisms and phrases that are Sarah-isms, and you will probably get frustrated with me, because boy, did I get frustrated with that person. And I mean them in the nicest way. They were a great builder, and they were really fun to listen to. But there were just certain things they said that just after a while, it was like on 2x speed. It was like, I think I'm rotting my brain at this point. It's not them. It was 100% me. And I know that. So that's why I'm not going to say their name, because they actually knew what they were doing, and they were a lot of fun. They made some really interesting builds in their Planet Zoo. I just didn't like certain things they said, made me feel weird. But it wasn't like them. It was just me. So don't watch me on 2x speed, because then you're going to hear me say 1,000 times, and probably the word anyways at the beginning of every single sentence, because that's what I do. Because I do that a lot. I probably will also do an awkward laugh. I've noticed that sometimes, especially when I do my own recordings of myself, like this is the weirdest thing, you know, because you're like, when you record yourself, you don't notice this as much, and then you hear yourself. And this was something that I had to get used to when I first started making YouTube videos, because I would hear myself say something and I'd be like, so I actually, what I will do now is I will cut out most of those in my long form videos, because they bother me. Which, to be fair, I could be nicer to myself. I recognize that. But yeah, see, I do that too. But ooh. What is that, like episode of How I Met Your Mother, where every time Robin Scherbatsky said but they took a shot? I'm not recommending that, okay? I'm not encouraging alcoholism. Absolutely not. We're sitting at 95, by the way. So I guess we have moved one ahead, but we're getting pretty close. Anyways, see, I was about to say and I said anyways. Oh, I did it twice. But I cut those out in my long-term new game. No, please don't. I don't recommend it. I do it too much, and because of that, I hear it when I make my sim videos or whatever it is, and so I will actually cut out the amount of words that I say that are repetitive and filler words in those videos, because they actually kind of frustrate me. And I don't want my audience to like feel that way either, because I mean, we can be hard, like I can be hard on myself, and I know that. So sometimes actually when I'm in recording and I say something that I feel like I'm being hard on myself about, I'll actually edit it out, because I know that it's not appropriate for me to put that out there. I don't think it's also necessary for me to put that out there either. It's like, You know, like, is this really adding to the video that I'm posting on YouTube? You know, like, it's not. So let's not. Like, I want to be as genuine as possible when I'm online, but I also want to set healthy boundaries with myself and the internet. Although I guess it's also kind of weird that I'm talking about this on stream because I never edit my streams. So I guess I'm like talking too much. I don't know. But we're sitting at 91 gamers ahead of me on the next available rig. But it is interesting, though, because sometimes I'll watch YouTubers, and there's certain things they'll say that are, like, kind of a catchphrase. And so, like, it's easy for you to kind of be like, you feel like you're in part of a club when they say certain phrases, and you're like, I can repeat that because I've heard them say it 1,000 times. And 89 we're sitting at now, and you'll just start saying it too, and you kind of feel like you're in a club, you know, kind of like, I guess, how, you know, fandoms will have like names, something similar to the artist or the actor or whoever it is that they're following. They'll have like a term for their fandom. I think it's kind of the same thing when YouTubers or streamers or whatever, they'll have a phrase that's unique to them. And it doesn't mean that it's always something that you're going to like. And I think that's definitely clear to you, like whether or not this person is somebody that I'm going to actually want to listen to or someone I'm going to want to engage with. Like that person that I watch their videos of their Planet Zoo playthrough. As much as I liked what they did with Planet Zoo, at the same time, there was like a certain phrase they would do in all their videos, and it actually made me mad. So like, I know that like, that's just not a YouTuber I should subscribe to. I do like their content, and I'll like all the videos of like that Planet Zoo series. It's just that like particular, those little things that are, actually makes them unique, and it makes them good as a person. And it makes them like, you know, like it makes you want to engage with that person. But it's just not for me. And I think that's also something that, like, I've had to come to grips with. I think for a long time in my life, I tried to fit myself. I talked about this in a previous video, where I would try to fit myself in places where I didn't belong. Kind of like a, what did they call it? A round peg in a square hole. Or it was like a square peg in a round hole. That's what it's called. Where it's like you try to fit yourself in places where you don't belong. I think I would oftentimes do that between friendships or relationships or any kind of form of like environment. And, you know, I think what I tended to adapt in my life is blend. I would really blend really well. I think the term is masking into a lot of different environments. So I'd place myself in those environments, and it just wasn't for me, you know? And that's okay, because like, not every environment is for you, nor is it protective of you either. And I think I had to come to the place where I was like, you know, like, you can put boundaries even up with yourself. Like, you want to be there, but maybe you shouldn't be there, you know? And so that was definitely something I had to come to grips with. So I still watch that guy's videos, but I won't subscribe to him just because I'm not part of his community, and I don't necessarily want to either. But he also does like different videos. Like that was something he did in like 2020, and he doesn't even make Planet Zoo video games or videos anymore. He does like other stuff. So it's like, it's not even like my interest. But I think that was very clear to me, you know? I didn't know that during the like watching the playthrough, but now looking at all this other content, it's like, no, it is like kind of a fluke out of all his content. It's not like the kind of games he likes anyway. So it's also possible that maybe what I was picking up on was because I was so passionate of watching Planet Zoo and watching other people play the game. And I don't think he was actually that into it as much as he wanted to be into it, because I think his community was down for it, and maybe he really liked it. But there were definitely moments where he would just kept complaining about like everything, which, to be fair, no game is perfect. But I think when... And I think this is kind of just not him. I think it's also like entirely, I've noticed this a lot about building content creators or people who play games that are more like simulations. They'll complain about like the mechanics or whatever. And that's totally fine. But I think when I'm watching someone talk about, The Sims 4 or talk about whatever, and they're like, oh, this just didn't work out and it's not perfect and, whatever. And I think for me, it just feels weird mildly because it's like, well, why are you spending this much time on it? It's like, I think a lot of gamer YouTubers or Twitch streamers or whatever, sorry, I smacked the microphone, hope you didn't hear that. They end up playing games that don't actually like. And maybe it's because that's what their community wanted. Maybe it's because that's what they're well known for. I mean, that is kind of like the thing about being a gamer YouTuber once you become like, or in Twitch streamer, I guess. When you're known for this one game, that's all you end up playing. Like, I wouldn't like that. And I was saying this to my coworker earlier. I'm like, I'm not a great game streamer. Even though I'm doing a lot of gaming lives, I'm not, because I am such an inconsistent gamer. Like, I'll play a game for like 3 days in a row, and then I'll put it down for 6 months, and I'll never even finish the game. Like, I've never finished Saints Row 2, and I've had that game since it came out. And every single time I've gotten to the same place. And it's kind of the same thing with like TV shows. Every time I watch Supernatural, I always get to season 5 and then stop at the same episode, and then I forget, and then I rewatch the same episode. So I've watched like the first season at least 3 different times. Like, I'm addicted to being inconsistent, and maybe it's shocking to me that other people are. I'm not sure. At one point, I was watching this YouTuber do a Let's Play for Walking Dead. He was my favorite YouTuber and did that. But it took a very different direction before and after the Let's Play that wasn't suitable to half of the people that came in for his Let's Play. Well, yeah, that's like also the thing, right? Because when you end up doing something, I think people just expect you to stick to that. And it was very clear to me that this person who was playing Planet Zoo, like, it's just not their content. Like, they do a bunch of, like, strategy gaming. Planet Zoo is more of a simulation free world kind of game, and that's okay. Like, you can definitely expand and play different games, but like, it's also like, if it's not something you enjoy, then why are you forcing yourself to do that? As I'm saying, as I am trying to do a playthrough of the herbs, and I'm hating every minute of it, and I've only done 1 episode so far. I think it's just because people online who content create are slaves to the algorithm. They have to do... I was like, where's this music coming from? I think it's still the playlist playing in the background. It's very faint. But they're slaves to the algorithm. They are forced to play games they don't even want to play. Half the time I watch people online where they're doing like content like on Twitch and they're playing Sims 4 and they're only playing Sims 4. Sometimes I wonder, I'm like, do you kind of sometimes wish you weren't just playing Sims 4? Like, I'm not saying that I don't want them to, because I'm watching them. I definitely want them to. But I also wonder, like, how are you? Like, do you want to play this game? Like, really? Or are you just playing that because, like, all your fans expect you to play that, And whereas your content is very broad and your fan base probably doesn't leave you for not listing the herbs. Not that true. I mean, I don't think anyone's like DMing me being like, please play the herbs this week. That I haven't gotten that, but I have gotten some people that are like, yeah, I haven't seen your content in a while because you weren't playing Zelda for a bit. And I was like, that's fair, because you subscribed for Zelda content. So like, I totally get it if people, want to see something specific and they subscribe me for that. But I also have made it very clear through the very beginning. And I kind of talked about this with one of my other subscribers, and he's also another YouTuber, so we've talked a bit about this on stream. His name's Redbeard, and him and I have talked about how, they say online it's very bad to stream inconsistently, like different content. So I do that. I stream Zelda certain days of the week, or I stream The Sims certain days of the week, or I stream like a playthrough of Animal Crossing or whatever it is, right? That's very bad for the algorithm, and not just like YouTube algorithm, but also kind of like Twitch algorithm, but specifically YouTube, because YouTube rewards if you're consistent, because also you're your subscribers look for consistency, right? They subscribe to you, they saw this video, they're like, oh, I want to see more of this video. I didn't subscribe of this video over here. So I'm not too upset when I hear things like that, but it is like, that's why I've also, from the very beginning, always say, hi, my name is Sarah. I'm the host of Sarah's Spare Corner. Sarah's Spare Corner encompasses gaming, as well as arts, crafts, and various different forms of creativity. Additionally, I like sharing theories, concepts, and ideas, as I am a philosophy major. And additionally, when I am not poor, I might travel places and might post videos about it. And that's the reason why, is because it's like, if I don't make it clear in front of every single video about that, and somebody watches a different video, and I don't address that at all, I think it's going to be very alienating. But I feel like it's also more alienating to even myself, to who I am as a person, if I don't acknowledge that that is something that I'm going to want to pursue at some point. Maybe not right now. I'm not making travel videos right now, but I have made travel videos in the past. And I have made videos about The Sims 4. And I have made videos where I make commentary. And I have made videos of art. I was just streaming my painting streaming yesterday. So like, I will do different things. And like, normally what you would want to do, because, you know, this is how social media works now, you would make a different channel. But I think it would be insane of me to make 4 or 5 different channels and hope one of them clicks. Because one, I'm going to get overwhelmed. I've done that with Instagram, where I have 5 different accounts and I barely use half of them. I just mostly use the Sarah Spare Corner on Instagram. But I have Sarah Spare Art, Sarah Spare Travel, Sarah Spare whatever. And I don't even use those because it's overwhelming to have that much content out there. If I was like an organization or a corporation, then sure, I would have 5, 6, 9 different channels. But I don't. It's just me in the basement of my house after hours of work. I'm not going to put out 7 different channels just so I hope that the algorithm gods like me. Which, to be fair, when people say algorithm, I've heard people say that you should replace the word algorithm with audience. It's the audience didn't like you, it's not the algorithm. Which I'm not going to go there because I know who said that and he's very problematic and kind of gross. But regardless, he had a point. And I know it to be true. That is also why my audience sometimes fluctuates. There will be days where I lose members and I just gain them. Or it could be that maybe a bot followed me and they were hoping that I would recommend their channel on my stream. Because I've had people follow me and be like, oh my god, message me. Or let me make you a chibi character for your Twitch page. Or whatever. And it's like, no. And then the moment you say no, they unfollow you. So to be fair, I wouldn't say all my followers and subscribers are really there for, you know, good purpose and good reason. But I do think that there are still real people subscribed and followed me. There are still real people engaging in my content, and I still need to consider that to be important. Which is why I'm trying to be consistent on which days I play what games. So at least people can join in on certain days and avoid the days they don't want to be there. But like days like today, it's like, ew, I have to play the herbs? Like, so that's why we're not playing the herbs today. And I think it's just like, I was angry earlier today. I've been angry for several days this week, which I'm not going to get into because it's something to do with my personal life. The last thing I thought was, man, I can't wait to go home after my 8-hour shift to play the herbs. Like, I think it would have just made me more mad. So I was like, no, I'm going to choose a game that is going to make me feel relaxed. I'm going to enjoy every minute of it. Which is why we're waiting in line for the next available rig, and we're number 72. I am sweating. Okay, one second. I have to turn off the heater in this room because the radiator is broken in this room, so I have to have a portable heater, but it's just blaring heat. So one second. Pardon me. Ooh, we're 70 in line. Perfect. We're getting pretty close. I have been entertaining you for, I think, a full hour now because I think that is when the last rig closed. So we're pretty close. I hear some music playing. what was it? I was talking to somebody because they wanted me to play Ark. I have talked about Ark a little bit on stream, but years ago, I think it was like 2018, 2019. I had I had two friends that I would play Ark with, and we made ourselves a tribe. Now this was before Ark like kind of became what it is now, because this was like Ark with bad graphics kind of thing. Sorry, the number of the next available rig we're on just kind of made me smirk. But anyway, but when I said I was trying to find ways that I could play Windows compatible games on my Mac computer, and I did find a way to get one working, which was Plants vs. Zombies. But it was just so glitchy. So I just had to delete it because I was like, this isn't gonna work. I think I set up like a hand brew or something, which, to be fair, I'm not a tech person at all. So the fact that I was even able to do this was a miracle. But it was just kind of glitchy and not working. So I just kind of turned it off. But for a second it looked like I was gonna play Ark. So I messaged my friend. I was like, yeah, we're gonna play Ark, but if we do, I'm like, do you mind if I play it on stream? He's like, no, I'm okay with that. I'm like, even if your voice is in the background? He's like, yeah. But I couldn't get it to work until I found out that GeForce has Ark. So technically I could play GeForce Ark, but I think because I've already made too many commitments of games I'm going to play, probably shouldn't play that one for a while, because we're in the middle of Herbs. I've already said I'm going to do the DS Herbs. I'm also having a plan for another console Sims game, which is The Sims 3. But I have like a little bit of a twist on it, which is not like anything new and innovative. I'm borrowing ideas. I know I am. But anyways. And then that will be the done of the Sims console game. So we'll be completely done with all Sims consoles, and I'll never have to think about it again, unless I want to. Then I've also said that I would do the full timeline of Zelda, which I don't think will be anytime soon, because I'm a little bit needing a break from Zelda right now. So, where does that leave us? Well, there's going to be a lot of like fill-in games and like games that I can do on my downtime. But to be fair, like I think when I sign up for too many things, then I'm just like tired just thinking about all the games I'm gonna play. So yeah, maybe in the future. Will you make a request board for fill-in games? Oh, I don't know, because fill-in games usually will probably just be like one stream and that's it. Because I'll have like, I don't want to do like big playthroughs. Like I have a bunch of games at home I haven't even played, because I've been too busy playing like all these other games. And then on my downtime, I end up either playing these games on stream or I'm editing videos. So most of the time I play games now, it's just for like videos now. So it's like I'd rather finish the current games I already have, which I have a few Switch games I've never even played or finished. I have played, but I haven't finished, kind of thing. There are a couple of Xbox games, Xbox 360 games, I should say, that I would like to play. Like, I would like to play through Mass Effect, like the original trilogy, at some point. Which, in case you're wondering, no, that's not the next 3 months from now. It'll probably be for 2 years from now. Like, let's be real. But, at some point, I'd like to do it. I'd probably like to finish Saints Row at some point, which, again, probably will take a while. But... like, if I ever make a request board for fill-in games, it won't be for a while. That's on it. That's for sure, because I've got too many games that I would like to play, and I basically only play games now unless I'm streaming. So, you know, there's that. In case you're wondering, we're at 67 on the next available rig, so we're getting close. So yeah, we will see where things take us. Makes sense. Someone did ask me once, I think they subscribed to me specifically because they were wanting to see me play Splatoon. But I haven't seen them in a while. I think, though, that I've seen them quite a bit. But they would ask me, have you thought about playing Splatoon? And I'm like, I'm going to be honest, I've thought about the game, but I'll probably never play it. It just doesn't look like something I'd want to get myself involved with. I don't know. It's kind of like one of those things where it's like I would maybe consider to play Call of Duty, and then I'd probably play it for like 2 streams, and then I'd be like, this was only cool when I was a teenager. I'm not a teenager anymore, so I don't care. Because when I was a teenager, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 had just came out. I remember this very clearly. I was in grade 10, and every guy I knew that had an Xbox, which I think I was the only girl out of my friends who had an Xbox, would play this game. But I sucked, and I knew I sucked. So I'd only play free-for-all because nobody wanted to be on my team, and I knew it, and I wouldn't do that to them. Because then you would get, like, really mean death threats and, like, mean comments in, like, your DMs, and I didn't want that because I'm a sensitive little girl. So I would just play free-for-all. But one time, there was a period of time where I had Xbox Live for a month, because obviously it was a subscription, right? And I couldn't afford the subscription. So I did the free trial, and I played Modern Warfare every day. And at the end of the month, I was so close to getting good. I actually sent a message or a photo of that play to somebody else that I had played a game with. And I was like, look, like, I did it. And they're like, everybody you just played against probably sucks. I'm like, what are you talking about? But it was because I was so bad, and they knew how bad I was, so they were shocked that I won. I think the only other case where I've actually done good in first-person shooters, when I was like a preteen and a child, basically, my brother had gotten an Xbox, like original Xbox, and he was playing Halo 2 with a couple of friends. And I really wanted to play, but everybody knew I was bad. Like, even I knew I was bad, but I still wanted to play. And I ended up just camping myself at a turret and annihilated everybody with that turret. And they were so mad because I was destroying them all with a turret gun. And they decided to gang up on me because they were so mad that I was destroying them with a turret gun. Oh my gosh. I know it's not a game, like, ideal because, you know, people get mad if you are camping. I don't even know if they say camping anymore because that was, like, what they did when I was a teenager. Maybe, I don't know, maybe camping now is cool. I have no idea. But when I was a teenager, it was definitely not cool. And so everyone was very mad when I was camping at this turret gun. Anyways, this is why I don't play first-person shooter games. I am very reckless when I play shooter games. Even when I'll play Mass Effect or any game that's like, pick, you know, like what kind of character you are. I think they did that with Skyrim. It's like if you're going to be, somebody who works in magic, or somebody who's like a direct on fighter, or someone who's gonna be a sniper. I would always choose something that is not my playing style. Like I would say, oh, I'm a sniper. And then I would end up going directly in the enemy's face, trying to shoot them with a sniper gun. Because I really didn't know myself in terms of like how I enjoy playing games. Because as much as I wanted to be a sniper, I much rather prefer getting in somebody's face with a gun or a knife or something. So it was just like, I don't know. This is why I don't play these games anymore. Because I don't even play how you're supposed to play. We're at 56 for the next available rig. So we're getting pretty close. I wonder how many people are just waiting in line, like, for the last 3 hours, being like, yeah, I just want to play, you know, whatever the heck is on here. I mean, to be fair, all I'm doing is chilling and talking on Twitch and YouTube right now. Which doesn't fly with YouTube, but Twitch is like, yeah, you can chat all you want. There's literally a tag called just chatting. But like YouTube, if you do that, everyone's just gonna be like, And I think it's because YouTube is more geared towards like video content, it doesn't really make space for streaming the way Twitch does. And I'm not saying one is better, because I've used YouTube much longer than Twitch. But it is interesting. Like, I've noticed on Twitch, people are more than likely to stay longer. They're a lot more likely to not really care so much how much you're engaged in what you say you're going to do. Like, even the title of your stream could be something silly like, I don't know, like some kind of inside joke or something. Like, it doesn't even have to be the title of whatever it is you're streaming. Whereas, like, on YouTube, you have to have a thumbnail. You have to be intentional. You also have to have an intentional title like you would with the rest of your video. So it's kind of weird even when you're like making videos, and most of the time the experts will tell you have to make a video that's intentional. Like, if you're going to make a video, you have to know how it's going to start. The middle part will go and how it's going to end. But it's like when you're playing video games, you don't always know. So you're like, I don't know, I might be doing this. Who knows? Don't really know how that's going to go. So I've even updated some of my thumbnails after streams, because it's like, I do get a lot of video watch. Morticia. She almost stepped on my keyboard. Are you good? Come sit. I have updated my thumbnails and titles of videos and stuff like that on YouTube, just because it's more intentional on YouTube. So there's that. One thing I do like more about YouTube is like your videos that you post. It doesn't require you to be a certain premium member or something like that. Where on Twitch, if you get verified, whatever, then you're allowed to maybe have videos last longer on your page. Whereas YouTube, it doesn't really matter. They're going to be permanent on your channel unless YouTube's like, hey, you say a swear word here, or you had an ad revenue that you didn't state that you were going to have, whatever it is. So it's a little bit more lenient on that way, but it's also like you're more relied on the videos. Like, the views thoroughly matter. Whereas like with Twitch, it's more like how many followers you have and how many watch time hours you have. And because people on Twitch are a lot more thorough into spending more time on there, it's different. Whereas on YouTube, it's like, man, like somebody clicked on my video, but nobody sat through the video. Like, it's kind of a weird conundrum. What, Tish? Are you gonna sit? I have been chosen by my own cat. Hi. Hi. Please don't scratch me. You left a big scratch in my thigh yesterday. I was bleeding so much. Your nail went too deep. She's cute, but boy, does she have some long nails, which was fascinating, because usually she trims her own nails. Oh, you look really tired. You're probably going to fall asleep. Anyways, it's kind of also interesting because, like, on Twitch, like, people don't really care how many people are watching you. They'll watch you if you're good. Whereas, like, one time I was streaming on both YouTube and Twitch, and I went to the bathroom, and I came back, and someone wrote in the YouTube section, lol, nobody's watching this stream. I was like, no, to be fair, you definitely get people like that on Twitch, too. I'm not saying it's only a YouTube thing, but I think people value streams that you have more people watching you. Very strange. And I think it's just because the association on YouTube is, if there's a lot of views on this video, then it means it's a good video. Kind of like viral videos, right? Like, if there's a lot of views on this music video, then it's got to be a good song, or it's a funny music video, or whatever it is. Whereas, like, I think on Twitch, that stuff doesn't really matter as much. People will just watch you if it's good, no matter what. Whereas YouTube, it's like, oh, there's only 5 views on this. It's probably not good. Which is why YouTube is kind of considering removing the views available to see for, or like on the home page where it'll tell you how many views are there, YouTube has considered removing that, just so then that way, instead of you judging the video based on how many views are on that video, you're just judging the video based on the thumbnail and the title. And if you have a really good thumbnail and title, people will probably watch it anyway. So it's kind of an interesting opportunity. I don't know if they've implemented it yet, but it would be fascinating. We're getting pretty close to the end of this rig. It's still sitting at 56, but I feel like we're going to see a jump because I feel like they go in rounds. So it's like we see a jump of like a bunch of people and then nothing. And so I definitely think something's going to happen. Or at least I hope it does, because I've been talking for an hour and 20 minutes trying to entertain everybody with my lavish stories of my lifetime where I have traveled so far. I'm sorry. I know I don't have that much stories to tell. But yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm sweating. I think this hot chocolate is getting to me. It's so much sugar, you know? And also I think that candy cane was like also much sugar. This is why I don't like candies. Candies, like candy. Like, not chocolate, because I like chocolate, but candy, like jujubes, gummy bears, whatever it is, I hate them. Because when I have them, I feel kind of like I have a weird sugar headache. And even though there's oftentimes more sugar in chocolate, for some reason I feel it more with candy. So I don't like candy. I like chocolate. Which is kind of funny because all my coworkers think I'm weird. I do love gum though, but like, you know, not like gum that's full of sugar. Like, you know, like spearmint. I'm pretty basic when it comes to my gum. Although I do mind a Hubba Bubba, but only because Hubba Bubba used to have cartoons in with their gum, and for some reason they don't anymore. I found that out the other day and I was so mad. I'm like, what do you mean? The best part of Hubba Bubba was reading those little cheesy cartoons. I mean, to be fair, I loved those cheesy cartoons. They reminded me of newspapers. Do you remember when newspapers used to have cartoon sections within the cartoon? What is the tiger cartoon called again? That's a good question. Let me look it up. They were awesome. Yeah, there was like a term for them. Tiger cartoon. No, it just... Oh, it's because I guess my keyboard was on Tiger Cartoon. That's not it. Tiger Cartoon with red shirt. Yes. No! It was a boy wearing a red shirt with boy. Oh my gosh, there's too many. Yeah, Calvin and Hobbes. Calvin and Hobbes, it was called. What a throwback. I think Coffee Time sometimes has cartoons still. Really? So I love cartoons and comic books, like old comic books. So I have a collection of old comic books that is very rare, I think. So I will show you. 1 second. Off, please. Off. Thank you. Ooh, we are so close. We're on 26 of the next available rig. But here are my vintage cartoon books. I have a bunch of them. They're all like orange and stuff, like really vintage. To be fair, I would have taken care of them, but they were used, so it's not all my fault. But we have I'm Already Tucked In, The Family Circus. This one was made... This was donated to Brittany Boy Co. It was published by New York. And it was made 1983. Then we have When's Later Daddy by also The Family Circus. This one was made 1971, it looks like. Then I have We Love You, Snoopy. This one was made... looks like the most recent publication was 1962. Then You've Gotta Be Snoopy. You've Got to Be You, Snoopy. Pardon me. This one was made, and this one's a bit better quality. This one was 1981, it looks like. This one's ripping a bit for the love of peanuts. I think this one I really liked. I thought there were some good cartoons in here. This one I don't even think... Oh, it's from volume 2. This one was, I think, 1962, it looks like. Then we have Here Comes Charlie Brown. And this one was made 1968. Then we have Very Funny Charlie Brown. And this one was made 1967, pardon me. And then the last one, which is also pretty good, which is Good Grief, Charlie Brown. This one was probably a little bit newer because the pages are well kept. This one is 1963. So I guess it's not as new as some of the other ones. But yeah, these are my vintage cartoon books. And I do have like some Archie comic ones, but those ones are more new. I don't really have a lot of old ones, but this is like my fun little collection. I love these books. I've read them several times. There was a vintage bookstore in St. Catharines near where I grew up. And my parents would take me there, and there would be a little section of vintage kids books. And that's where I found all these. Someone had like sold all of them to the store. These are probably worth like pennies now because they're so ripped and like not taken care of. But I can't part with them, you know? They're just so cute. You're so close to the next available rig. 26 in line, which means I might be next. And the other reason why I'm thinking I might be next is because it kind of like I said, I think it goes in waves. So we might be so in it. It's hard to even find vintage Charlie Brown now. Well, that's the thing, right? Is it's like those books are like, yes, I know they're like pennies. Like their worth isn't great because they're not in pristine condition. But I don't know if I could ever sell them either. Like even if like not just because their worth isn't much, but it's just like you can't find things like that, you know? Like if I were to go to Google, like let me see, if I were to try to find this on like eBay or something, right? Like it wouldn't be worth anything. People will be watching this later being like, I'm gonna steal that. But let's look it up anyway. Good Grief, Charlie Brown book. Let's see if anything shows up. Yeah, they're all like pretty cheap. Like it's the same book I have. $10, $4.18 on a bidding war. Like it's not a ton of money. I know it is. Or I know it's not, but like the worth is more than what it costs, you know, because it means more to me. Because I have that like childhood memory of reading vintage Charlie Brown books. Like, that's just a unique experience, I think. And I'm not saying it makes me like a unique person. I just think it makes that like, you know, it was a special moment for me. So I don't think it makes me like an it girl or whatever they call it. But it definitely is something that I feel is unique because of how old those books are. I do love collecting comics though. I have lots of Archie comic books. I have one Catwoman book. I have several Spider-Woman comic books. I think I have a couple of like Supergirl, X-Men comic books, that kind of stuff. When I first moved into one of my apartments, I swear someone set this up because it was wild. But I moved into this apartment. We look outside, there's nothing there. The next day we go to our balcony. And to be fair, like we're second floor up. And we had like a high balcony that you couldn't really reach over. So there was just like some comic books just sitting there. And I'm like, did you, and I said to my roommate, I'm like, did you leave this? She's like, no, I don't even know where you would buy this. But it was like some random comics. And I'm like, what the heck? Did they just fall from the sky? Like, so I ended up having them. I'm pretty sure I still have them. I try to be very careful touching my comics though, because some of them come in bags and stuff like that. And I don't want to like get fingers on them and whatever. But, certain comics I've been like that. Other ones I read thoroughly, like all of my manga. I have not read all of them, but I have read a decent amount of them. I still have to read through some of them. We're at 24, so we're getting pretty close. I'm actually going to take a quick bathroom break because we're probably going to start playing it too soon. So I'll take a quick bathroom break, and then hopefully the rig will be available by the time I come back. So I'll be right back. No, that's wrong. Dang it. So close, hoping that it would be done and that we would be on proper rig, or would be the next rig available. But I'm going to leave it on the screen because I have a feeling that it's going to definitely allow us to start a rig very soon. So that way I don't have to switch over and we can just get right into gaming. Morticia, you're back. I'm just going to drink some hot chocolate quickly. Which, to be fair, at this point, it's mostly like lukewarm chocolate, but you know, it's still something to drink. Mortish. This cup is too big. Like, I used to like get big cups like this and just put soup in there when I was like really in my early 20s. I just thought it was cute. Now I'm like, That was a really poor person, behavior, which is probably why I liked it, because I was so poor and didn't even realize it. Which, to be fair, I'm still poor, but like a different type of poor, like at least I'm self-aware poor. Like, okay, I can't drink any more of that. At that point, I'm just drinking candy cane. Blech. All right, Morticia, sit. 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 Mal. Sit. Come on. Sit. Sit. Mal. Meow. Do the Gary meow from SpongeBob. Meow. When she was a kitten, that's how we would speak to her. Meow. Meow. Apparently, if you talk to your cat when they're little, it actually teaches them to respond. So the reason why my cat is so talkative, not right now, but because she's so talkative, it's because we actually talk to her a ton. Which actually is kind of cute. That means we have communication, which you don't understand a thing I would say. It's probably best for your little ears. You would be confused. If cats could talk, they would probably just say food and pets, and that's it. Tail on neck. Meow. Oh, you're gonna finally sit. Good kitty. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. I don't know why I did that. Come on, Gamer Rig, let me on. I've waited for so long. At this point, it's been an hour and 30 minutes. At least that shows that I will never run out of things to say. Ever. Actually, that's not true. There was definitely a period of time in my life where I definitely ran out of things to say. But not right now, because I had sugar! Oh, we're 20 now in line. Fingers crossed that this gets resolved soon. Because I would really like to play Planet Zoo right now, end my game on a good high, and then have to drive to work after the snowstorm. Ew. The sugar high is so powerful. It is, and I will probably feel ill tomorrow because when I have too much sugar, I don't feel well. Right now, I'm still riding the sugar high. I don't think I will feel that way in 6 hours. So, ew. But at least it keeps me in good conversation spirits. I have the ability to talk your ear off about absolutely nothing. Are you going to sit? Are you going to stare at me? Sit. Sit, please. She gonna stare at me. Meow meow. I don't know why, but for some reason I'm like, is it still snowing outside? And then I checked my phone. I'm like, oh yeah, it's still snowing outside. Cat talking buttons might be Morticia's Christmas gift this year. She would just tap the food button, right? Like, that would be the only thing she would care about. And probably hit the shut up button quite a bit. She does like cuddles, though, so maybe there'll be a cuddle button and she'll just press cuddle 6 times. There's that. I keep shocking her. This basement's too electric. Too electric. That doesn't make any sense. Anyways, we are 20 in line to the throne, of course. Actually, fun fact about my family. I don't even know if this is still true, but I was told once that on one side of my family, we had like a great general before World War I or something like that. That was from Russia. Or something like that. So one of our like distant relatives was a general from Russia. and they were like 200 in line to the Russian throne. So I guess that by distance, like I could be the queen of Russia. I'm kidding, okay? Like, but it was something that my family used to talk about. Like, we were like in 200 in line to the Russian throne. It's like, yeah, it doesn't exist. Okay. I don't even speak Russian. I'm not even Russian. Like, I'm Slovak. Like, well, not really. I mean, I am, like, I have relatives that are Slovak and stuff like that, but I was born in Canada, so I identify as Canadian. I don't speak any Slovak. I would like to learn at some point, but I'm not there yet. So, but it's still something that every now and then I'll laugh a bit. I'm like, I'm in line for the Russian throne. Come on, let us into the rig. We have waited so patiently. GeForce, please take pity on us. I have no idea how many people are watching right now, but I think the numbers show me that some people are entertained. So I'll take that as, welcome. And yeah, thanks for joining into my nonsense. Did you see that? The number skipped to 15. We're so close. This is like, the girlfriend that's like, oh my God, he bought me flowers. He loves me. We're 14. We're so close. I'm just pining at numbers at this point. Look, I'm number 14, okay? And someone is like at 200. So, of course, GeForce loves me. In case you're wondering, no, I will never get a day pass, because why would I spend more money, when I own the game? I just can't play it on anything else. It has to be on GeForce, so whatever. I just don't like playing for subscriptions. I hate it. I hate streaming services. I hate video streaming service, like video game streaming services. I hated the idea of paying for Xbox Live. Like, just the idea of paying for subscriptions just feels like a scam. I already bought the game. I'm already using the service. So dumb. I'd rather just purchase one and done. Like, that's why I like owning video games, like hard copies of it. I like owning hard copies of movies. I just hate the idea of streaming services. And I don't feel like, I don't know, there's value in that. When I own things that I don't have the hard copy for, I just feel like this is just going to disappear over time. Which I guess, to be fair, I will too. But it's still, I don't know. Like, I just feel like if I'm putting my money on something, 13. I want to feel like I actually own it. Like it's mine. I don't know. Maybe I have control issues. Who knows? But like, I don't know. In a world where everything is just constantly being upsold and things are trending and stuff like that, and over time things dissipate, I want to know that, like, at least it's reliable. Like, there's a song I had from years ago, and I had on my iPod, like my iPod Classic, back in the day when we had like MP3 players and stuff like that. And I tried transferring the music to my computer, and for 1 month I joined Apple Music, and that song, I don't even remember what it was, but it was replaced in Apple Music by a similar sounding AI song. And it's gone. It just doesn't exist anymore because I didn't have the physical copy of that song. And I think that's why I just don't like paying for subscriptions and stuff like that. Because it's like that one experience for me. It was like, are you kidding me? Like, you erased this thing that had tangible value to me. And I can't even find it anymore. No, to be fair, if it had tangible value, would I have remembered what it was? Maybe. But it also just kind of makes me think, you know, like when you pay for subscriptions, things can just easily lose. Like, what was it? There was some kind of gaming console. I can't remember what it was, but it announced that it had the right to remove games that you've already purchased because it no longer works with the system or something like that. Steam's biggest con right now. Yeah. I don't remember what console it was, but when everyone heard about, like, I remember people online being very mad because it was like, well, I just purchased this game and now you're telling me that I don't even own it. Why did I spend that much money? And I guess the idea is like so that people will invest in streaming services over tangible copies of things that you purchase. But I mean, I just don't trust big corporate like to really. We're 3 in line. Oh my gosh, we're so close. Please let me in. So I don't know. I think just for me, I just don't like the idea of streaming services. And what we've also seen is like, you know, around the time that the movie Oppenheimer was coming out on DVD, ooh, we're so close. There was a lot of articles released by different type of movie directors and writers that talked about why it's important to still purchase DVDs over using streaming services. And what they also found in that period of time is that there was the biggest influx of movie buying after the release of Oppenheimer, because there were a lot of people who purchased the movie because they saw value in buying that movie. So I think really what people are like asking for, it's like, I'm not saying that I wouldn't invest in DVDs or video games and TV shows. Almost there. You're next. Yes, I'm almost there. I'm so excited. Patience is a virtue, I guess, or something like that. But I think what we have seen, we're loading the game. This is so exciting. But I think what we've seen is that there are people who want to invest in like hard copies of video games and, you know, movies and whatever. It's just, I have to feel like it's actually worth my purchase because I think a lot of us do struggle financially. Morticia, please, no. So it's like, why would I put my money out there if I'm not even sure if I'm going to get the value of the product, you know? So there's that. But anyways, I'm done talking about this because now we are going to play Planet Zoo for the second time. It's always better to play this game during the day because you don't get all this weird crap. I think as it like hits like 10 p.m., then the rigs get really like full of people. So it gets a little bit longer lines. Okay. Oh, I should probably turn this down. It's going to be loud. There we go. Now we get to resume our zoo. Zoo. It's fun to say zoo. And then it was wild to me when I heard that you could be a zooarchaeologist, and I was like, wait, am I saying zoo wrong? It's zoo. But I think zooarchaeologist is different than I mean, obviously zoos are different than zooarchaeologist, but I didn't know I was saying it wrong for so long. I thought it was just zoo archaeologist. But anyways, I'm gonna turn it up a bit. Hopefully it's not blaring in your ears. You know what? I'll turn it down a little bit more so it doesn't go into the microphone. But anyway, where are we at? Oh yes, we have the grizzly bear. The power source needs repair, which I have broken down. We have already requested. This is without power. I don't think we have gotten the solar power yet. No, shelters and climbing. Okay. Which one of Jane, can you get the solar power done? For the love of God, Jane. Jane. Okay. What is going on here? You're fighting for alpha status. Y'all love fighting for alpha status. Did you lose? Or, oh, are you guys okay? Because their social space is not great. I might have to get rid of some. All right, let's release them to the wild, I think, because we might have one too many. Sometimes animals also become outcasts. So we have an alpha female. This woman right here. We do have some pups. Custom seizure. Rescue. Breeding program. Let's just pause for a second because I don't want to have any inbreeding, which could be a very big problem. So let's go to genetics and we'll compare mates. This is your offspring. Okay, so we're going to move you to Animal Trade Center. That's what it is. Farage. And this is also Kanye. I guess Kanye is your name. Sorry, that's your name. Okay, that means we're moving Kanye and Farge to the trade center. Farge, Kanye, move to release animal in the wild. We'll just release you both. What did I just do? Release. You cannot release in the wild as the following issue apply. Animal has a condition preventing release. Okay, can I sell you? You're our son, basically, so we'll just sell you. Our son. Yeah, okay. I think the game glitched for a second. Yeah, because it says you're still here. You're supposed to... I can't sell you. Okay, you're rescue. Then there's limber. Why does it say you're my offspring then? I mean, not mine, but... Was it Limber's offspring? Let's see. Oh, you know what? Maybe Limber is the daughter. And Akachi is the mama. Where is Akachi? Are you Akachi? Salma. Akachi. There we go. All right, let's look at your genetics. Recent birth. I hope there wasn't any inbreeding going on, because that's disgusting. Limber is also... Okay, so I think Farji is the father of Akachi and Limber. So maybe what we need to do is send the women off. She's a special one, isn't she? But that guy is just gonna... Or, you know what? Why don't we put him on contraceptives? So, let's go to you. And then there, we're on contraceptives. No more babies for you. And then let's go to zoo. Let's see what other hyenas we got. So we have Akachi, which is the alpha. Then we have Papa, who is on contraceptives. And we have 2 babies, which I hope neither one of those were from inbreeding, but that could be a case. We also have... Oh, no. I don't know which one of you... Ooh. Okay, let's go over here. We need to compare mates with you guys too, because I'm like, this is why you write down who's who. Okay. So Jarl, okay. So this one must be the... What? Felicia. Oh boy. It's not... Are you both offspring? I don't understand. It should tell me, right? Oh no. I hope they're not all inbreeding. That's disgusting. And also my fault. These poor animals. What if I just sell them all and then... Or we just keep one. So which one is good? Captive birth. Felicia was adopted. That's a good sign. So Amilo and Alicia, we're just going to quick trade both of you. And then we'll just go to the zoo and we'll find a new yellow anaconda. And hopefully there will be no more inbreeding. And I will actually make it clear which one I want. I like the idea of a golden. Okay. Your fertility is awful, my guy. Claudio. Ooh. 0%. Okay, forget that. We just have to come back to that guy, I think. Dangerous habitat. Oh, okay, right. Fighting for alpha status. We already know that. You're broken, which I have requested to be fixed. You have no power, and you have no power. Okay, that's great. All of you have been traded outside of the zoo. We will get rid of these. And also this, because I know you passed quarantine. You beautiful grizzly bear, you. Okay, and you're pregnant. And we have 2 aardvarks that are male. I think you are baby. So do we have any... We do have a female aardvark. Your immunity's pretty good, but your size is awful. You know what? We'll get you. Why not? And we'll move... Well, with whoever is better. So, let's look at our current aardvarks. Which one's better? No, not you. We need to look at you. So, you are a bronze medal appeal. What about your son? Is he better than you? Where are you? How are you under the ground? I'm confused. I don't think you're supposed to be there. Are you stuck? Let's box you up. And then... There we go. I was like, what's going on? Oh, right. It's because of their hole there. Oh, silly me. I totally forgot I placed that. The view of the aardvark here is not great at all. Didn't ask. Okay. So there is Adolf, and then Chisulu, which is... Meh. Okay. We'll get rid of you, and then we'll keep your dad. Because your dad's cooler, apparently. He's kind of old, though. But it's fine. We'll quick trade you. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. No. What we should do is release you into the wild. Because we need to release more animals into the wild. There we go. Alright. Now that we've done that, you're in quarantine. Quarantine's complete. Perfect. Let's move ya. Right here. Go make babies. And then I will write by your name. Mama. So I don't forget. Okay. Adkins. Does anyone else read that as Adkins? Okay. Aliyah and Bopio. Alright, we need to put y'all on contraceptives in case weird inbreeding happens. So, first of all, let's just... Yeah, you're infertile, so maybe not. You know, we'll just release you 2 into the wild. Have fun. Be safe. Okay, we only have 1... Oh, no, we have... Okay, I was like, what happened? We have a mom and a dad. And then we have a mom and a dad of a facility. Oh, vet research. The green iguana and the African savanna elephant. And then this water treatment requires repair, which we are on it. Facility is broken down. Also repair that as well. And we'll dismiss all these so we don't have to look at those ever again. Then we'll go back to zoo. And we need to look at our animals again. So mom and dad iguana. Mama is pregnant. We have the Everny grizzly bear. You're full of quarantine. I need to deal with you at some point. We have several of our mandrills. Every animal's looking pretty happy. You also have a little baby, which is always a good sign. Is this your daughter? Your wife must have died. Why did I not get a notification for that? Usually they tell you if you know. We might need to get you... Yeah, because you also need a bigger group size. Let's just see. Compare mates. Is this your daughter? You won't even... Oh, yeah, it's got to be your daughter because she doesn't even exist yet. She's just a baby. Just a little baby. Okay, let's look for some more plain zebras. We need a female. Yes. Okay. And there's only 1 quarantine. Okay, we have the zebra. We're making tons of money. Oh my gosh. Okay. Jose. Belicia. Oh. No, that's not what I wanted to press this. Bortellosis. I'm not kind of sure what kind of animal disease that is, but it's probably pretty bad. All right, so we now have in transit to quarantine. We have our baby giraffe and our mama and papa giraffe. So let's just write by you, mama, so I don't get confused, and dada. And we have our... Oh, right. We need to get another yellow anaconda. Refresh. All right. Let's see if there is any yellow anacondas in here that are... They're all women. Okay. And we needed a... What was it? Is this ours? Farji? Or maybe not. I feel like you're my inbred animal. I don't know. Right. So we have 2 females. You're from the breeding program. So we can release you into the wild, I guess. But you're sisters, right? So actually, maybe not. We just need 2 males. But I can't tell if the males... There's only one. There's Faraji. You know what? I'm not going to test it. Because I feel like that might be the dad. So we're not going to do that. Can't find an accessible research center. That's never a good sign. Maybe we need to make another research center, like right here. So we go to facilities. And we're going to go to staff facilities and keeper research small. Ooh, can't see anything. Now, we also should probably turn this on and see the negative impact on guests. Okay, it's not that bad. They're fine. It's actually this way. No, it's the other way. Stop. There we go. Yeah, they're fine. It's not reaching the whatever. You know what I mean. Okay, so that means we can go to our staff and our work zones, and we are going to put this in guest and staff, and then animal exhibit and staff, we'll put that one in as well. And now it should be accessible. Okay, great. And then I think that should fix our issue. Quarantine is passed. Perfect. Now let's move you. Okay, no, that's not what I want. I didn't want to move the entire quarantine. That's not it. Nope. I wanted to move you. The inspector's arriving in 12 months. That's never a good sign. Okay. There we go. Now, the common warthog is about to mate. Is expecting. Hopefully it's not inbred animals. But I did just go through all the animals, so I think it should be fine. I don't know who... Yeah, okay. Available food. Oh, God. Yeah, okay. Let's call your keeper. Okay. What's this over here? Oh, you know what? This is vandalism. Let's... Oh, no. I think it just needs to be cleaned, basically. You're about to have offspring. Oh, these mandrills, man. We have now fully done the African savanna elephant. Perfect. Let's get you working on... What's this? You have unlocked a research level for the aardvark. Really? Okay. Cool. How about you work on the mandrills, those finicky little creatures? All right, now that we have done research on the elephants, let's turn off this heat map. Ooh, we can't see anything. All right, social group. Too few adults juvenile, so we need more. Well, don't worry, you're pregnant. Are you about to have your baby? You're pregnant, right? Offspring June, July, which is right now. Where are you about to have your baby? Let's see. No. It tells us, right? New animal had offspring. Expecting. Okay, well. Zebra has matured. Oh, no. That's not good. Well, you're going to have a baby soon. The mandrill has had its offspring. It just bred. What do you mean? Okay. You need some soil and sand. Okay, let's go to your terrain. Let's get you some... What kind of soil? Just regular soil? Sure. This is supposed to be adjusting. It's not adjusting at all. Maybe I just need to go more harsh. Okay, yeah, now you hated that. Okay. Okay. But we do need more soil. Okay. What about if I do it under the water here? Do you like this? Oh. I think that fixed the problem. Okay. Now, what else is going on? You're okay with your plants, your coverage. You don't like you or you, apparently. You hated both of those. But you do need a better social group. Let's also call the keeper. So that way you can get some food. And let's get you some better food options. Yeah, you need more. Don't worry, you're pregnant. You'll give birth soon. What was I looking for? Genetics? No. Genealogy? No. Enrichment? No. Oh, you know what? I was looking in the wrong place. What I need to be doing. Get out of here. Click on this. Oh, that African looks so lonely. Okay. Jeez. Facility is broken down. Okay, hold on. We want the mechanic to come every 3 months. We want the vet to come every 3 months. We want the keeper to come every month. Okay, great. And it should tell me somewhere in here. Here we go. Food grade. Let's up their food grade. Okay, facility is broken down. Oh, it's not that big of a deal, but sure. Mechanic research is complete. Barriers. The vet is complete. Nice. MRSA is pretty close. Oh, Lori, you have some spare time, right? Lori's doing great. Lori, let's get you working on the tortoise. Okay. Now, there was something I wanted to do. I have to think about it for a second. What was I about to do? What was I doing? Are these mandrills still hanging out with you guys? Like, I don't know why the mandrills are insisting on hanging out with them. They've got such a lovish area to just swing through vines and all that jazz, right? So why? You're low welfare. Oh, now I remember what it was. I'm looking at you and I knew exactly what it was. Can I edit this barrier? And then can we... Nope, not research yet. Yeah, because in the barriers, I haven't unlocked the two-way mirror yet. Not two-way mirror. The, like the window where one side's more... Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. So, sorry, dude. I know. All of y'all are waiting in line. Oh, yeah, because this is like a... whatever. We could probably do the same thing with over here, really. What if we put the grizzlies over here? This is such a weird place to put grizzlies, but it is on my list and I'm running out of space, so what can I do? Not that. Here we go. Yeah, we need one new grizzly bear. and have 14 habitats, which we do not have 14. All right, so if we look at our grizzly, because we've got plenty of money I could spend right now. What does the grizzly need to be happy? So let's look at your Zoopedia. They are least concerned because there are so many of them, native to northern USA and Canada. The grizzly bear is in fact a subspecies of the brown bear, or Urus arctos horribilis, and is often called the North American brown bear to prevent confusion. A grizzly can be identified by its thick brown fur, a large shoulder hump, and a straight snout and rounded ears. They have strong front legs and long claws used for digging and hunting. They can also grow extremely large, but there is often a lot of variation in size between different populations. The average male weighs around 528 pounds and measures 7.26 feet long, while an average female weighs 352 pounds and measures 5.94 feet. Although the population as a whole is not listed as endangered, there are subpopulations that are vulnerable, mostly those areas expanding human development. Additionally, bears are often attracted to areas where humans live due to plentiful scavenging opportunities. This often leads to them being killed when perceived as a nuisance or a threat. I mean, to be fair, they're pretty aggressive, but I hear what you're saying. Bears are also killed for sport and trophy hunting, and this is often done unsustainably. Grizzly bears are registered as threatened in USA and Canada, and the U.S. Fishing and Wildlife Services is working on restoring and protecting bear populations in Montana, Wyoming, Idaho, and Washington. Additionally, Canada mostly monitors its bears populations in various areas by logging DNA samples and taking census, noting that the population is increasingly and decreasing, as well as helping conservationists to target vulnerable populations. Okay. What do you want? You want 750 meter per square. And your temperature is a little bit lower. And you need climbing proof, level 4, 6.6 feet. And there's no interspecies relationships that you care about. You just need one male, one female. So let's go to our trading center. Do we have any males? We have some males. I think you're the best. Is this Dante? I want to say it's Dante, but I'm probably saying this wrong, right? Diant? I don't know. Well, you look like you have the best genes. I mean, actually, you may have the best genes. Your fertility's a little bit lower, but everything else is pretty good. All right, great. You're the one. To our beautiful albino grizzly bear. Great. Now, I really wish it wasn't this weird. Like, what did they think when they built this zoo? Anyways, let's go to paths. Actually, what we need to do, we go to facilities, and what do we have for transportation? We have the monorail. What if we do this? Can we connect that? That would be really nice if we could. Let's try it. No. Okay, not that. Oh, we can't connect. That's too bad, because it's the exact same one, I think. Oh, just take us into a whole loop-de-loop. That would be silly. Okay, let's undo that. We'll just make you here, I think. Oh, God. Okay, hold on. Undo. Undo. There we go. The only thing is that some of this is going to have to move. I think. But let's try it out, I guess. Why does it look like this? We don't have to go that tall. Lower down. Ooh. I know. We don't need to do that much. Relax. But hold on. We do need to... Hold, I know there's a problem. Let me fix it. No. It must be right? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we don't want to deal with that. What does this say? Can't do that. Is it because there's this tree in the way that we can't do that? Oh, yeah. It's because of the tree. I don't know if I would trust this monorail, but let's do it. Part of me is like, oh, could we take him through the elephant exhibit and then all the way back? What fun. But then the other part of me is like, really? I don't know. Let's try it. And then I'll just undo everything if I don't like it. This would be like a roller coaster, basically. You probably want to be a little bit higher than the elephants, in theory. But then we could, like, really annoy the elephants, you know, just so we could see their babies. GeForce, you're telling me 30 minutes left? I just got here. Okay, hold on. You don't need to go up like that. Relax. We could, you know, start building over here, actually. So we move it over here. Move down. And then we put a station here. Okay. What side is that? Be right? No. Sure. Why not? And then we go back to railing. We go back up. I just want to make sure that whatever we put in here, it's not going to attack the people on this, because that would be sad. I mean, unless you're like that kind of gamer, then I guess, like, you know, do what you want. But, like, I'll just move this down just a little bit. I don't know. Let's see if, like, anybody actually wants to spend money on this. I probably could extend this a little bit longer. Move this up a little bit higher. There we go. Woo! Roller coaster! Even though this is not Planet Coaster. This is, you know, but it would be fun if, like, both games would be combined. That would be cool. What if we, you know, put our bear exhibit and then we... Ooh. Definitely need to up this just in case. We don't want to be attacked by bears. But we put our bears in this, you know? And then... No. We autocomplete. Ooh! I don't know. I don't think you need to do all that. That's too much. Don't do that. No! Okay. All right, let's make you smaller. Okay. And then let's move you down. Track limits exceed. Your mom exceeds. Gosh. It did flinch there for a second. You saw that. I saw it too. It doesn't want to do that for some reason. Ew. I hate that. I was just trying to make it safe so they don't get attacked by the bears, but fine. Whatever. What do I know? Ew. I hate that too. No. Okay, there we go. A little bit lower, maybe. Can you not be so dramatic? Go down. You're telling me it won't work? You're still gonna, yeah, take me on this weird loop-de-loop. Okay. I don't know if we can put them through the bear exhibit. Because it wants me to do weird things, and I don't like weird things like that. Especially if, you know, we're putting them through the bear exhibit. But you know what? Like, really, we went down here. So really, we could go up, buckle down, you know? And then we turn that way. A little bit this way. There we go. Like, wow, look. Bears down below. No, I didn't mean to press both of those. Bears down below us, Dad. Do you think it's going to eat us? No, I don't. Because even though it climbs, these are well-trained bears. They don't attack kids in zoos because they don't believe in doing that. Okay, Dad, if you say so. Okay, now, could we autocomplete here? That's not that bad, actually. Let's do that. It's fancy. Great. Now let's smooth all and smooth banking. And now that we've done that, and we've made a thorough coaster for no reason, but because we can. Now we're going to edit the booths. Because I want to make them look pretty, right? So, let's color the track like a teal, you know? And then let's call the supports like a pink. That would be cute. Let's do also pink for that as well. And then the track color can also be like a blue. Look at that. It's so pretty. I love it. Okay, now that we've done all that, we can get out of here. And then let's go click. There's a problem. What's the problem? One, you know what? It could be because they're not connected to any zones right now. So, let's charge the price to ride this for well, this is just to one location, right? Here to here. So this would be like yeah, so station 4. Well, I guess actually this is the entirety of it. Okay, so let's make this like $10, okay? Let's customize the cars. You're gonna be pretty. Track colors. Car color. We're gonna make you pink. Cause I like pink. Blue. And then I think you're also gonna be pink. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. It's snazzy. Would you ride this? It looks like a baby bassinet, but I would ride that. All right, place and move entrance. Right, okay. Place and move exit. Connect entrance to path. Oh, don't worry, I'm working on it. You dudes can walk across this if you want. That's a little too small. Maybe it's like here, actually. Oh, this is questionable. All right, actually, let's delete this path. Great. And you're too big. Stop. I don't like you looking like that. Okay. Now. Oh, no, no. Something like that. Okay, there we go. Now we're gonna get out of here. Now we need to get a queue. Let's do, like, you know, this. That might be nice. And then... oh, gosh. I think we're going to have to do the queue like that, even though I hate that, because... hold on. Let's actually undo this. I should have given it more space to do this. I think that's fine. And that way, you know, there's enough people to wait in line and stuff like that. Okay, so first one, they like that. Second one, place and move entrance. So, you're over here. Place and move entrance. Why won't you let me place and move entrance? Oh God, no. That's why. Okay. We need to fix you. So we're going to edit this track. No, not you. What is your name? It's Sarah. What do you mean? It's in my title. The other way. Let's try that. But your name is Tavon Fosh. I'm an animal lover. Nice. So I guess you've played this game before then? Oh, you've never played this game before. Okay. Well, like, if you like animals, you'd probably like this game. Come on, let me edit. Let me edit. Not sure what happened there. I think I have to exit out. There we go. All right, let's click on station 7, move and place. Place or move. And what about exit? Can I do exit? I just don't think you like this very much. Let's try clicking this again. Actually, let's go to terrain. Get out of this. Click on this again. Go over here. And then I think we need to... that's not it. I do have a pet. I have a cat. That's fine. The demand drill gets settled. I think they're settled now that they kept visiting the, what is it called? The giraffe several times. Okay. I think what we do is we move this a little bit more. Okay, I think that might make it a little bit more possible now to do the entrance. Or maybe not. Well, to be fair, this is kind of weird. I can't just put it down, though, for some reason. Which is really frustrating. What color's your cat? She's considered a tuxedo, so she's black and white. I for some reason can't work on this one. So I might have to just delete this one. But let's go over here. Oh, I had to hit like a random button again. Let's go to 12. Wherever you are. Okay. No, no, no. We are not riding the car right now. 12 is over here. Here we go. All right. 12. Let's place or connect. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. I have a feeling that it's frozen. Okay. Let's... What do you mean? We are going to save. And then we're going to go to the menu. Because I think it needs to be refreshed. My favorite cat is an orange cat. So a tabby cat. Right on. Sometimes the game will do that, I've noticed, on like the tutorial mode. It'll read things that aren't really there. Or it won't consider what you've already done. What is your favorite wild animal? Wild animal? Is this tutorial mode? Yes, it is. Because there's still a lot about this game I don't know. All right. I'm ready to work on you now. Will you let me? Well, where? Where did it... What do you mean? I don't understand how that just happened. Why is it making these noises? Was I at the wrong one and that's why it wasn't working? Dear God. Of course that makes sense then. Okay. Let's get out of here. Let's go to terrain for a second. Go out of here. All right. You're number 12. So let's place and move. So we'll put you here. Let's move the exit. Oh God, no. That's not what I wanted. Go to train. What we want... So we'll edit track. Stop it. Click on this. So right exit, left exit. No, so what we want is entry, right, exit, right. There we go. We'll get out of here. Now we can place the exit, which will be right here. And now we get to do the weird, fun connecting part of things. So, I don't know about you, but this cue will probably make me sweat. Okay, now I think we can start moving things down. That is the ugliest cue I've ever seen. Let's just delete this section right here because that's a little questionable. Okay, then we'll turn this off. And then what if we just connect here? And we'll delete this path. There we go. And then turn this off. And what if we just try to connect from here? Would that be a big problem? It looks like it's being a big problem. Okay. It's a problem. Good to know. Oh, no, it's not. Okay, we made that work. The ugliest cue I've ever seen. I think your game noise is too loud for us. My favorite wild animal is a red kangaroo. Okay. Thank you for letting me know that. 1 second. Okay. Does that help? Or is that too quiet now? Okay, now let's deal with this ugly one. Why won't you let me make a bridge for you? You made me let me take you a bridge, but I didn't press anything. It's still too quiet. Sorry. Low, not loud. Oh, it's too quiet. Okay. Okay, hopefully that's not too loud. Like right about here, let me know. Okay, I'm thinking we put the other cue here. But really it should have been more like, but you know, semantics. Actually, let's just adjust that then. Okay, we'll put the cue here as well. Actually, we'll move you, put you, move you down a little bit. There we go. I have a pet betta fish named Blueberry. Oh, that's so cute. What a nice name. Okay. I don't like you, I don't think. I thought I did. I don't. I don't know why I can't do this my way. Okay. Actually, we'll delete this, this, and this. Just to make sure we give the exit a fighting chance to actually exist. Ugh, I hated that. No, you hated that too. You don't like that at all. Okay, let's undo that one. That's fine. I understand. Let's delete that then. And we'll redo it again. Ooh. I don't know what just happened there, but I don't know about how I feel about that. Okay. Will you connect, please? Oh my gosh. Are you serious? I'm not sure why you're not connecting. Okay. Maybe we need to check. Hold on. We need to move the exit a bit, maybe. What if we move here? Still quiet on my end, but better. Maybe my TV speakers should be fine. Okay, sounds good. I mean, all it is music, so you're really desperate to hear zoo music? I can definitely turn it up, I think. Hold on one second. Turned it up to 30. Hopefully that'll work. Why can't this connect? Is this too low? Is that the problem? Maybe I need to turn it up one. No. Ugh. Oh, God, I hate it. I hate it. Stop it! Hey, Sarah, name the zoo called Animatopia. It doesn't work like that. I'm not in franchise mode. This game already named it whatever it wanted to. No. That's not what I wanted. I'm not really sure why it's not letting me do that. Oh gosh, no. It should be working fine. For some reason though, no. It's even at the right length too. Huh. This is just so ugly. I hate everything about that. Oh, the hyena's pen. Ooh, look at that. Yikes. Okay. I'm not sure what's wrong with you, sir, but, like, you're kind of the problem here. Oh, it's because you want regular path. That's strange. Alright, well, what if we give you regular path, then? I'm not really sure what kind of path would match you, though. I haven't used any path. If I use this, it's just going to be flying in the air, yes? Let's turn down the width, because that looks so dumb. Oh, what do you mean obstructed? Invalid? Ew, okay. You hate everything about that. Well, I do too. So, glad we're on the same page. Oh, I see what's going on here. Okay, hold on. We don't need that there. It's 'cause... this runs differently. The queue is for people waiting in line, but once you're like... Oh, hold on. No. Once you're leaving, you don't need to wait in line, so it makes sense. Ew. Stop it. Okay, actually, I hate that bridge so much. Sure. Why not? Janky is better, I guess. Okay. I have 4 minutes left, according to this. Can we connect this to the path? That would be nice. I hate that. But I see the vision. The build is so janky, lol. Is that sensitive to build? It is, but it's also like, I'm not really putting like 100% effort in trying to make this perfect because I just don't care too much since it's the tutorial. You could like Finnick for hours for sure, but I'm also like, do I really want to? Like, is it really that important? No, not really. Oh, there we go. We've done it. It doesn't make any sense, but we've done it. And that's all that matters. Okay, next station. I think this makes station 13. So you, no, not you. You. Let's talk about you. You are 7. Nice. It's complete. Yeah, I mean, at this point, who cares? Okay. I don't actually like that being there. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to terrain, open that up, get rid of that. Then we're going to click on this. We're going to edit track. No. We are going to edit stations. We're going over to this station because that station's fine. There we go. Now, I want, what is this? Entry right. So I actually want entry left, exit left, I think. Okay. Now, if we go here. Yes. There we go. And move the exit here. And now we just need to make a path. Which I think we should do from this way. So we go that way, I think, with the path, which would be so strange, but You know, the zoo doesn't have to make sense. It's a tutorial zoo. Honestly, weird stuff is sometimes more fun to make because when you try to get really bogged down by perfection, you kind of miss the weird parts of creativity that it's like, oh, like this doesn't make any sense, but it kind of brought me joy, you know? I need to go this way, though. Q, stat paths. And then I think we go up. You won't let me? Will you let me go down? What about making caves? Would you be down with a cave? Use T-junction. Pathing. Tunneling. You won't let me tunnel. Okay. What if we delete this path? Delete this path. Delete this path. And we go back into regular paths. And then we build something here. And we bring it up 1. You don't like that because of the rock. I understand. So what if we bring you up a little bit more? You don't have to round like that. This is dramatic. Come on. Ooh, God. Fine, whatever. Oh my gosh, don't do that. Oh my gosh, I hate it. But I also kind of love it. Oh gosh. All right, we're going that way. Yes. Keep going. Okay, I need to quickly save before this game closes out on me. Yes. Last time I was streaming, I didn't save in like the last 5 minutes. I'm like, no! Oh gosh, no. No. Well, it doesn't matter. We're not saving this, but at least I know now. You know, we're going somewhere. So there's that. Excuse me, not now. Okay. It is 1 in the morning. On my time. I'm going to bed. But thank you so much for watching and everyone enjoying the 4-hour stream, which to be fair, half of it was me talking for an hour and a half because we were waiting to get in line again. But thank you so much for everybody who was watching. And if you're new to my channel, my name is Sarah. I'm the host of Sarah's Spare Corner. Sarah's Spare Corner encompasses gaming, of course, as well as arts, crafts, and various different forms of creativity. Additionally, I like sharing theories, concepts, and ideas as I am a philosophy major. And additionally, when I am not poor, I might travel places and I might post videos about it. I am extremely tired right now, so it's really hard getting close. Really hard getting through this ending. If you're interested, tomorrow I will be streaming tomorrow night the last game of the Philips CDI of the Zelda series. So we'll be playing Zelda Adventure Part 3. And then once that's done, we'll probably move over to Planet Zoo because I'll probably get frustrated with that game too and call it quits after 40 minutes like all the other ones. Anyways, hope to see you all tomorrow. I hope that you all have a lovely